Hello, welcome in. How are we doing? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We are back from holidays. We are back. How's everyone? Hopefully you haven't missed me too much. We've got a good night of stream tonight with Police RP, so if anyone's missed it, let's just change my settings because this is rather awkward. You are hearing the wrong things. I was playing some music to the little one earlier today and it was coming through the speakers. How is everyone? Hello, welcome in. Freshie, how are we doing? Jay, good to see ya. Haid, welcome in. How are we? Limits Gaming, Rolls, good to see ya. Wolfie, Alex, how are we? Hope you're well. I did enjoy my LOA, yes, indeed. I was trying to get onto TikTok Live and do TikTok Live as well, but for some reason it was not working. In terms of, it was working, but you would have heard my voice over everything. So you'd have heard me twice because I was just basically broadcasting my phone screen to Twitch. The only way I would be able to do it properly is by throwing my phone in potentially in the other room and doing something like that. So there's no mic sounds, but I was trying to delete the mic, but it wasn't working. But we had, I think, 45 viewers watching me for some reason in TikTok, even though I had nothing, I wasn't doing anything. So yeah, we'll have to get that sorted. I'd quite like to stream on TikTok as well, but my PC just won't have it. So let's get straight into it, shall we? How's everyone doing? Hope we're all well. Big Mo, good to see ya. Louis, good to see ya. I have been staying in the shade. Well, you can see I don't tan up easily. I don't even have a tan line, you know. It's just, I go red, white, red, white. So, yes. West Midlands, how are we? My holiday was really good, though. The kids loved it. The wife and I said it was a bit of a break. You know, with kids on holiday, it wasn't really a break. And my anxiety of the kids falling overboard was always like, ah! But, yeah, no, it was good. There was no chance that, well, unless you literally throw them overboard, there's no chance of them going overboard. But, you know, when I pick them up and let them look over the edge and stuff like that, my heart was going through my like racing, thinking like. And then what happened was, right, I picked my son up, watched him over the edge, so he looked, because he's only like 10 months, he grabbed onto the railings and like gripped tight. So when I tried to pull him back, I was like, he's not coming, so I had to literally rip him off the railing, and literally it was a straight drop down. We got a nice upgrade while we're on there. We booked a balcony, but they upgraded to us to the Dulux balcony or whatever, so there's more room for the kids. And yeah, it was really funny because before I was going, I was just psyched myself up. Yeah, where our balcony is, there's a drop, and it drops onto another balcony, so don't go straight into the sea. It's still going to be a heavy drop, but then they upgraded us to the Dulux, so it was literally the bottom row of all of the balconies, just above the lifeboats. And yeah, I was like, it's straight drop into the water. But no, it was a really good holiday. XG Guns, welcome in. How are we? Good to see ya. Right, what I'm going to do, firstly, I'm just going to get all the commanders on radio and call them in just for a update, see how everyone is. See where everyone is. So, we've got Yorkshire's on duty. Let's go. Just want to see how everyone's doing at the moment. Ladies in. X-Ray Tango 1, you received. Oh, let me just make sure. Radio. He was.
Hello, JC1.
Good evening, all. How are we?
Good evening.
Let me see.
Is going to be tuned to high due to the high speeds, incorrect ways of travel, as well as the weather. It's going to be rainy. They going to carry on. Disregard is going to head northbound now, Alder Street, incorrect ways of travel. Still followed by left now on Westbury Road, heading westbound. Speeds around 50 miles an hour now. It's going to be taking a right. It's a red garage, postal 737. Minus RTC is going to be carrying on.
It's good comms, that. Really good comms.
On your 6, mate.
And that's a PCSO as well.
He's going to follow by right now on Peaceful Street.
Right, let's get out on duty and we'll talk to him in a little while then. Let's go and see how they're getting on out there. Right, let me just make sure I am stocked up, ready to go, so we can have a nice evening. So we've got some can of Coke. Right, I need to put that stethoscope away. All these phones and the knuckles. Right, let's go put this away. Right, how is everyone? Hope we're well. Oh, yeah, we want to make sure that door working okay. Hey, Josh, how you doing? How are we doing, Josh? Good to see you. Welcome in. Oh, Joseph, that scares my son. What is? Yeah, same as me. Same as me. I was like, yeah, receiving.
Just so you're aware, we have got a big weed situation up at the Evangelical residence.
Received. I'll be up there shortly. Just getting self on duty. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was scared me as well. That's why when my son wasn't letting go, and it was like, what are you doing? I've got 2 phones. There we go. Put that in there as well. Radar gun. Don't need the mask. Police badge. I need to put that upstairs in my locker. For the CID lot. So basically, I keep some stuff that are going to the miscellaneous lockers for the CID lot. So if they ever do like undercover operations, we don't let them have PD stuff. We always give them, you know, like police issued stuff that we find on the street. Because then if they were ever to get stopped, searched, stuff like that, their cover won't be blown. And that's the whole reason we do it. So I'm not a corrupt officer walking around with knuckle dusters. I hate Snickers, but they'll keep me energy for now. New viewer, mate. Senior 721. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you, Kurz Gangster. Hope you're well. Am I saying Kurz? Why am I saying Kurz Gangster? All I'm saying is the G and going Kurz Gangster. I'm gonna say, how are we? Thank you very much for the. Thank you very much for the nice feedback. Hello.
Evening.
How are we?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Yeah, good. So we got a weed situation.
Yes. I believe so.
Okay. I'm just going to head up there and see a Vangelico lot or something like that.
Yeah, no, I'll jump in with you because I think we're not
Okay.
meant to be singled, mate. Let me put this away.
How you doing, Matt? Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you, Sam. Hope you're well. I forgot to do my old tweet, so live tweet. There we go. Cool. See how my mod packs are going as well. There seems to be 8, so we'll see how they get on.
How are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, not bad. Enjoy your little vacation.
Yeah, it was good, mate. It was really good. Enjoyable.
Nice.
Where are we heading? Do you want to just ping?
Yeah.
See, right,
Believe
perfect.
it's up
Cool.
there. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, mate. My son's. Yeah, I bet. It's scary when they do it though.
I need to either have a chat with you or GT2 about some information that's been given.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Let's block off the road here because that's. Hello, mate. Do we get any additionals if possible? We've got 3 locals that seem to be lying on the ground and a guy on a bike with a yellow outfit that's
Right, mate,
looking a bit suspicious.
Tom, you need to get to Vangelico's, mate. Rapid.
Yeah, I received that. To Vangelico itself?
Yeah, make sure you bring your...
Vangelico Mansion.
Bring a rifle.
Right, received. Okay. Right, we're going there then. We'll have to leave him alone. It seems a bit weird, you can't just leave. Like, I always think it's like you can't just leave like dead people on the floor, so to speak, and it's like, well, we've got to get to here instead, so it's like, okay.
Take 2 people inside.
Must be a bigger situation going on here.
If they hear you want to meet me in the parking lot, so Pass can pick us up when they are ready.
Do be careful, they are armed. One has a baseball bat.
There's a car outside the place.
Right,
Moving away.
park ourselves up here.
Can we get officers, like, perimeter in it instead of all bunched together in one place?
Let's
we have
get
2
my
armed units on each corner.
rifle out, actually.
Yep.
PC1, you receiving?
Yeah, mate, just turn up on scene.
Okay, we are picking up some M-Pass. Can you find us some suitable landing points? They say they do have 2
Tom,
hostages.
there's one over here.
We're not sure whether that's true because they didn't seem to have any a minute ago. But we can obviously only take their word for bringing M-Pass back to landing, okay?
Yeah, receive. We've got a landing spot in the car park adjacent on the west side of the building.
You go to the gates for now.
Yeah.
You'll see us, most of us here. We're parked at the front. Right, someone want to fill me in on the situation, please?
Pile of weed plants inside were found by a 999 Coleman Twitter post.
Right,
They
okay.
claim they've got 2 hostages and they are barricading both entrances with big armored trucks.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's all
And
we've currently got.
we've got, what, 1, 2, 3 ARU, 4 ARU on
I
scene?
believe so.
Yeah.
And then the rest of us made up of higher command, etc. with guns. Okay. Have we got any contact or any visual on the suspects yet? Sorry, on the hostages?
No.
They didn't have
No,
any
I've already,
area, so
I've already had
we
the
are
other
kind of
meeting.
I did,
doubting
thank you, 20.
that they have hostages at this moment.
How you doing, Jet? Good to see you. Emma,
So
nice to see you.
We've currently got no eyes on the hostages. And no
Thank you
reason
very
to
much.
believe
I
there's
did have a really good
hostages.
time.
JC1.
Mhm.
What is the rules or law about getting a hot drop down to the roof? And then.
Well, we're able to enter a premises under Section 17 to preserve life. So
Yeah.
we're okay to enter the premises if need be.
There is also downed civilians in there, so
Yeah, we do need to just be a little bit careful on ways out and stuff like that. If MPAS can drop us out, better. But we don't want to hot drop like only 3 of you and then not be able to get to you as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we just
Yeah.
want to sort of play it by ear.
where's the 4th ARU?
I was only saying
He's
back.
just ran down there.
Helicopter, I'm just toying with them. Getting them
I
to
was
see
only
bread.
saying back getting a
Received.
hot.
We
Oh,
got
you're not
eyes on
saying
how
back
many
getting
of
a
them
hot
are in
drop
there.
down to the roof.
Believed to be a part of this family.
Hold
So
on
we've
2
got
seconds.
officers on the roof
Right,
somewhere.
let's... Hello, mate, you right?
Hello, mate. Welcome back.
Thank you. I was just waiting in PD to have a little meeting, and then all of a sudden this comes up. So I'm like, right, let's
Right.
go. Right. So I've just been filled in the situation then.
Hang on, come over a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Test. Yeah, you're reverbing, mate.
Attention all units. Officer needs immediate assistance.
Oh no.
Status check,
Better.
please. Status check.
Getting M pass.
Yep.
Don't want that taken. Getting M pass now.
He's been taken
Do you want me-
by 2 of them.
Oh,
Jump in with you.
Received.
The main
Who
road,
is that,
the main
please?
roadside, 2 officers being carried
West
on
side,
the main
west side.
roadside.
Well, now they've
Been
got 2
dropped.
hostages. It's
One's
back
been
off or he's
dropped.
dead. Back off or he's dead.
Eh? Who's that?
Right, what? Hey? Why are armed officers being taken?
They
Who
are
just said that?
armed. They are unarmed ones.
Who
Why are
just
they
said
not with
back
armed
off or they're
officers?
dead?
I'm not sure why they ran away from armed officers.
That's great.
Been taken
Confirm
through the
now,
side
yeah.
gate round the back.
Now they're inside the premises.
Well, the officers are now inside the premises.
Yes, with the hostage takers, yeah.
How many armed officers have we got on?
There
I
are
believe
4, and then the rest of us made up of higher command.
And CRD.
So
Okay.
how many is that?
I estimate we have
10 maybe?
8 to 10.
Right, Tom, meet me somewhere to land this and I'll...
Okay,
go.
everyone get
Car
back to the
park
car
behind.
park at the top. Everyone
Car
back to the
park
car
up,
park at the
please.
top, please.
See where the other 2 M bosses are, mate.
They didn't have 2 hostages, now they do.
Yep. As expected.
Why were they not next to... Oh, never mind.
I think they went down.
Probably
there to
blocking the
check
road, mate. Probably blocking the road.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why have we got 3? What the fuck?
3?
4? Well, I don't think we need 4, lads. That's a little bit. I don't think
That's
I'll.
enough M passes. I think we've got enough M passes.
Hello, Geordie.
So, how have we ended up with 4?
Right, is he okay?
Yeah,
they're
1, maybe 2, but definitely 1.
Right.
2 of these M passes go back to thingy we shouldn't be having 4.
I'll repair
Yeah, I'll
it.
take one back.
My budget's got a little bit bigger, lads, but not that big. Yeah, everyone meet in the car park where the M pass just landed, please. drop a nuke and kill everyone. We're not about that life.
Should we take one back?
I think
Yeah, we only need two.
Yeah, one person's just jumped
Can
out.
we impound one?
So done. The gun.
He's back in, sorry.
Right.
Negotiating with-
Robbie's just trying to negotiate 2 seconds, and we'll see what he's got to say for himself.
Right, there's no negotiations there. If we land, he's going to kill the officer. They've killed the other 2 hostages.
So they've already committed murder. There's
Okay,
no,
so we've committed murder already then.
there's no negotiation here. We need to just
Yeah.
go in.
We're going for him.
What about
Okay.
the officer, though, mate? That's the problem.
It is what it is, mate. I mean, they shouldn't have been daft enough to get caught, to be honest. Unfortunate as it is.
Do we hot drop it?
Well, that's what I was going to suggest, mate.
Right, I've got an idea. I've got an idea, right?
Mhm.
So, main roof building, there's going to be one guarding, yeah?
Yeah.
It'll take them a while for another one to get up. I can land and pass on there quite easily, get one down, 2 of you fucking jump out. The next impasse follows suit, straight down, drops them off. That means we're all on high ground with
Yeah.
rifles at the top.
Mhm.
It's the best point of calling it to get up there high as we can and then
Yep.
down.
The only thing we need to be careful is obviously if we get up there, they then open the gate and do,
Extra golf too.
drive off, and then we're obviously on a.
Can you get to
Then we've
Vancouver
got what we
them.
want. We want in the
as
plants.
soon as you can?
We're one in majority.
But they may
we're one in
take
them
the
plants.
hostages with them. That's the only
And then we
downside.
can hold up,
4-5-3.
So-
hold up negotiations while we're taking them plants.
Okay, so why don't we
Received them.
barricade?
when you get
So obviously there's not going to be everyone that's
Yeah,
hot
received
dropping. Anyone that isn't in their cars, barricading the doors to stop them getting out, and we'll try and force them towards
Yeah.
the gates.
Yeah.
Happy
Well,
with
they
that?
have-
Do you want me
They
to move
have-
down back to Evangelico PD and get a 6x6 out or something like that? Big something.
Ideally,
start with.
yes. We need how many entrances? There's 2 big car entrances, isn't there? So let's get 2 out. So 2 of you go back, either the 6x6 or the riot van, and obviously bring them back, and we'll barricade the doors.
Yeah, I've only got a pistol, so I'll go back and get a car. If you want.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yes, please. So just 2, please.
If
One
you
at
wanna come
either.
with me,
Oh,
Oh, but I've got one car over
can
there.
I
so I'll take
can I hot drop pin?
We
So,
need.
Tom,
Go on.
they have obviously committed murder
Yep.
twice, the minimum we know. It's at least 100 crop as seen on MPass.
Yep.
Are we going in with lethal force?
We're here to preserve life.
I know what you mean, but we know how they're going to come at us.
Potentially,
they've
they could
said.
come at us like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
job is to
we've-
preserve the
we've
hostage
already been
life if
threatened.
we can.
We've already been threatened, mate. If we go in there, they're gonna come at us. So I mean, it's
Okay,
lethal.
we're dropping on them then. It's lethal then.
Right, do
We
Robbie
need
and
to
you
try
wanna
and
come
save
up?
these. We need to try and save these police officers. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, I think there's only one left alive.
Okay.
Right,
what
let
I've
me
been
show
told.
you where we're gonna go, you two. So you've got the you know the gist.
Yeah, so what Geordie said, Tom,
Just
is
before
that
we
there's
will,
only
we'll let you
one
guys
left
know
alive.
it to go in the other one in 2
Yours, you got
seconds.
keys?
Yeah,
2
I'm
seconds.
still in the
yeah,
ARU
should have.
Who
commander.
want to come with?
No, not right now. Alex.
Okay.
We'll guys just wait there 2 seconds on the other
Let me get the keys.
aircraft. Hold on, Greg. Greg, you there?
Right. What's that from Geordie?
Uh,
Right, they've got him in a cell, and he approaches the house, and he will be killed.
So they've
Okay,
got a
let's
cell
have a
here
look.
as well. Right, so you
looks
see
like
top
it.
of this building here to your right,
yeah.
flat bit.
Yep. See that? There's a few of them up there, isn't there?
There's no
See
one on
that
this
there?
flat bit.
Can you see where the officer is exactly?
He's in what looks like a cell. So this guy's coming over now. 2 of them coming over. 2 of them coming over.
Yeah, I see that.
So get over and pass on the other side of the roof. What I mean, we can take these
Mhm.
two straight away.
There's 3 now. There's more gonna jump up. That's fine. If we can get them over here, they're gonna start panicking. Then we can go on the lower.
What about
roof.
on here? One here. Straight down. Get out.
Let 'em
Yeah,
see how fast they're
and
coming.
then-
Look how fast they're
Yeah.
coming.
Mhm. So we could have 2 impasses and just hot drop at either side and just split them up. Right, back up in the air. Up in the air, please. We got to wait for the 6x6s anyway. Right, guys. Plan is if we can get more armed units in the other impasse, please. So box up with 4. What we're gonna do? There's 2 landing spots on the roof. If we go split ourselves up, as if we're gonna land, and then when we say to land, then 3 people jump out from each. And we'll split ourselves from there. They have threatened our lives multiple times. They have also killed people. We are going with lethal. We are here to try and preserve the officer's life if we can. They have got him held in a cell, we're told. However, we're trying to force them out as well, okay? We stick together at all times. Anyone that is outside of the premises remain in vehicles, especially if you're not armed. And stick together. Everyone understood with the assignment?
Yes, sir. Do you need additionals?
If you could, mate, just as a backup, obviously, have you got your pistol on you, Lloydie?
Yes, mate.
Okay, just keep that on the outside for us. Can you be our ears and eyes on the outside of the gate? What's happening is we're at the... just go up a second, please. We are just at the... mansion at the moment. We've got 2 vehicles blocking each entrance. If you could keep guard from the outside with them. And we're going to AR, you're going to hot drop on.
Stay 5, 1.5 out. Some traffic.
By the way, Tom. Welcome back,
Lean
man.
out with,
Thank
can
you,
you
mate.
not lean out with a gun?
Yeah, we've got 5 units.
Yeah, I think I can.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
May need to get an additional one, actually.
If they don't get off the roof, Tom, use that voice
GC1,
and
have you
tell
got
them if
any
they don't get off
space
the
in
roof, they will be shot.
This is the Greater Manchester Police.
Anybody who's
This is the
not
Greater
armed,
Manchester
do they
Police.
have
You
any
are
training?
warned to remove yourself from the roof immediately.
What do you say?
You are warned to remove yourself from the roof immediately.
Or what?
We will be coming in. So remove yourself from the roof. And we don't want any harms here.
We're getting told to remove ourselves from the roof.
Stay on roof, they're going to get shot.
What if I don't move, little?
We will come in with force if you do not move.
You do realise we have a busy hostage?
You do realise we are coming in to sort that to try and get that hostage as well?
Come on then.
Good enough. Yeah, go on, receiving. Jump back up.
Lean out and point the gun at them.
We've got 5 of us.
Say again, sorry?
We're going to need more impasses, there's 5 of us.
That's fine. We'll have one on the outside with Lloydie, just to make sure, because if they do try and push from the outside as well.
What about those rocks over there?
If we can come in, 4 of you in the aircraft for now, and then just sort of some more presence on the ground. We don't want everyone in the air.
Understood.
Go back up slightly a sec.
Our ground with the units
In the
outside
back.
then.
We can go to the back and just come through.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So 6 people push through.
Yeah, that's what I was
Or we
thinking.
go for
Then
height. But the thing
they're
is, we
gonna jump
can't.
down from
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really want to just be standing on the roof shooting people that are just. They're out there guarding, which is right, but it's kind of. It's not really. We're not going into Afghanistan here, are we, to get rid of everyone?
Looks like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but. We're in the UK here, aren't we?
I mean, I could just take them out with blades if you want.
Mental Tuesdays. How are we, Joker? How are we? Sorry, I've just been so engrossed in this.
We know that, mate, but you've already killed one, so we're pretty certain you're going to kill the rest.
You don't want the other one, no?
You're just going to kill it.
We haven't killed it.
I mean, what's your bargaining chip here? I mean, what do you want, like?
You can have the officer back, and you can go with them.
And then we get officer back, and we just come back.
No, you just go away with them.
Say that we don't come back.
Yeah, I don't want you to come back.
Makes sense, mate. It don't make sense what you're doing.
I said you can have the officers, and you go
And
away
pass
with
is
them.
taken off.
Look at an officer kidnapped him for a bit of weed, mate. It don't make
How
sense.
are we doing, Jay? Good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. Ben, how are we?
Where we're getting
Matt
that
Moore,
officer
good to
back.
see you.
How you doing that?
Coming in.
Go on then.
You've got a lot of lives to lose here.
Serve you.
I mean, we've got one at the moment.
Is that a threat, mate?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill more officers, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I will. I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's go for it.
Lower roof, lower roof. Let's go.
You're gonna.
Stand off. Stand off. 2 seconds. Ready to land. Hot drop.
Did you run out on him? Tell him to drop his gun. Tell him to drop his
Where's
finger.
the vehicle?
Drop.
I believe I've just heard Tim turn up. Yeah, that's Tim and Tim and Ted are here.
Stand by, stand by.
They're on the lower roof.
Don't drop just yet. Hang back. Hang back 2 seconds. And back 2 seconds.
We've got Tiny Tim and Ted here as well.
Just do a bit of sync
Tell them they
control.
need to leave. Tell them they need to leave immediately.
I'm just trying to think the best place to drop here. Just trying to work out the best place to drop here. Yeah, but we want high ground here, don't we?
I suppose.
I was going to say we can't land right now because there's people below us.
Yeah, that's received. I'm just trying to think of the best option here.
GC1
Lads,
receiving.
Receiving.
I mean, I'm not being funny here, but we are well
I've
overthinking.
just had one of the suspects who was stood on the gate at the northern side of this plot talking to me, and he's asking how there's a way we can talk about this and avoid any further loss of life.
Yeah, give our officer back and no problem. We're coming in for the officer.
Received. I'll talk to him now, see what he says.
No worries. They've threatened our lives multiple times, killed 2 suspects already, or hostages already. So we either come in or they give back the hostage right now.
Well, they're talking about. He did mention about letting us in to deal with the plants as well. So just talk. He's just coming back now. I'll relay. Stand by.
Received.
Whoever left their dog unit unlocked, Tim said have just stolen it.
No, he unlocked it. He lockpicked it.
Listen to me, yeah?
Go on.
If they don't do this time and they don't give any bargaining chip, right?
Yeah, we're going in. Yeah, 100%.
Someone will. Can you let each person know? Whoever's in the back of this, lean out with a gun. Whoever's on the roof will have to put their hands up.
A cooldown on for everything that's going
Okay.
We're on about hot dropping, but no one's there with no guns pointed at them. We're armed police. Tell them, back the fuck up, otherwise you're getting shot.
If we're hot dropping, is it H, yeah, for hot drop?
No. You just
No,
get.
no,
We're
we're
gonna have
just
to go
gonna
as low
drop.
as we can. Otherwise,
Right, okay. Yeah.
Test it on this guy.
Yeah, cool.
2 more vehicles have just turned up on the south side.
That's 35 to that.
Make that
There's only
3.
one here
Right.
now, one here now.
on the
one
roof.
here
On the
now.
roof. Drop.
GC1 receiving.
Put your hands up. Get your fucking
hands up now.
up.
Hands up, I'm police.
You've got a
Hands
gun
up.
pointed at you. Get your hands up.
Just so you're aware, there's one in the bush on the south side.
Hands up. You will be shot.
Shoot him in his
just
leg.
drop.
AC1 Moore's incoming.
What, because there's 2 now?
As we go delivered, speak 2. A radio check, please.
Hands up, I'm police.
You fucking got guns pointed at you.
I'm police.
X-ray Tango 10, state 1.
Any active?
State of this, man.
We've cleared the vehicles from outside.
Have a gun pointed
Received.
at you.
Go on the top roof. There's only one here.
Are we going to the Evangelico?
Tiny Tim and Ted and us on the
no,
2
mate.
PD vehicles.
No Evangelico, we've got a cooldown on. We've got sync
Right,
going on.
guys,
12 on.
GC1 receiving.
Receiving.
Have you dropped? Are you doing anything at the moment?
We're currently circling above, just trying to work out the best way of going for this.
Okay, hold on. So this gentleman at the gate to me at the moment has said, "What if we can come in, take the plants, take the hostages, and leave, they'll be happy to do that, i.e. no repercussions. This is entirely your call, though.
Received. Okay, well, that's what we come for in the first place. So we need to see the hostage, firstly. We also need to, obviously, come in unharmed and everyone out of the way for us to be able to do that.
Received. Let me relay that back. I'll come back to you now. Stand by.
Have we?
It's a little bit of pressure, and that's all they
Have we
need.
told the people of Angelica that they can't do it at the moment?
No, let them do it because there wasn't a cooldown at the time. It's just what it is.
Right, what's the active? Because I don't have a clue what's going on.
We're currently at the mansion at the moment, dealing with a rather large crop and a lot of threatening towards the officers. We also have a hostage inside, so all additionals needed, please.
Have we breached?
Negative at this moment. We are just applying a bit of pressure towards the roof.
Have we not got units on the ground that can come in while you're distracting them with whatever you're doing then? Or?
The doors are currently locked. We are unable to open the gates, so we're just currently waiting, trying to apply a bit of pressure and negotiate at the moment.
Can we not just climb over a fence with a car, or is that?
Again, once we're in, it's very hard to get out without impasse.
Now all these people have turned up.
Say again?
I don't know why all these people have turned up.
I know,
Probably
it's
at the
just...
moment we're giving them time to...
Time to do something.
Yeah, and get more troops in.
Is lethal authorised on this? Or
if we do breach, that's correct.
We're just trying to get down.
They have
at
got an
least
officer
get us
hostage
out.
at the moment. They have threatened to kill us multiple times if we enter. So we're just trying to find a best way in.
And the crops. So the crops are directly below us. You
I've got
see
a
them?
gate that you can come over.
Crops are below us, mate.
I think I found a gate that you can jump over quite easily. No one's there at the moment.
Receive that. Just stand by 2 minutes. We're just
try
waiting
and
on.
get
We're just waiting on Greg at the moment. He's doing the negotiations at the front. Just stand by, because if we breach, then we risk the life of the officer. We're just seeing what we can do before we go to Plan B.
GC2 receiving.
Go ahead.
Right, so I've spoken to the suspect who've got stood at the gate here. He's asking that we back down with the helicopters. I've told him we need visual confirmation that hostages are safe. I've asked as a gesture of goodwill and to show that they are serious about this, that one of them is released to us. And then they will then either exit or move to a different area whilst we
attacking my vehicle at the gate.
Whilst we enter with all officers to remove the crop.
Yeah,
they
but
have
we need...
asked. Go ahead.
But we need the hostage out.
Yeah.
And we need free passage to the crops to pick it up. You can tell them we'll obey our half of the bargain. We won't. If they move away from us, we won't approach them. And if we have our hostage back, we
Smith,
pick up the
welcome in,
crops,
and Aguero.
then we'll all leave
How are we?
happily.
It's gaming as well. How are we? Good to see ya.
Stand by.
Just so you're aware, Ted's now also taking a car.
Can we just lock our vehicles, please?
They've locked, picked up.
No worries,
Just be advised, I'm at this gate, and there's nobody around me. You can easily hop it. A car
Yeah,
is.
but there's about 20 people in there, Cal.
Tell this impasse to stop fucking being up my arse.
And Pat,
Patrol the area or
if you
something.
could just patrol the area around, and just keep a bit of pressure on them, thinking we're gonna hot drop at any time.
Fucking following me like flies around shit.
Right.
See,
what I don't want them to do is
The
be building a
suspect has
plan.
asked that one of the helicopters just to back off a little bit.
We're not doing nothing until we see the officer. End of story.
yeah,
we will be
I've told
dropping
them
in
that,
if we do not see him in the next 5 seconds.
Yeah, I've told them that they need to bring the hostage out so we can see him. They've only got the one hostage, apparently. I don't know if the other one had passed.
Well, we had threats that one of them had been killed. We had also confirmation that there was 2 taken. If we've only got 1 now, then our threat level has just gone to maximum, and we will be going in very shortly if they do not and you know we will be going in guns blazing if needs be if they try and threaten us anymore.
Mate,
Received. He's coming back now. Stand by.
100%. There's so many people turning up outside now.
Yeah.
I mean, 51.
Go on.
If this doesn't work out, there is a spot at the far back of the house where there's no one about down there.
Yeah, that's no problem. I'm just my only concern at the moment. Once we're in, it's getting out. That's the only other concern we've got.
Yeah, I was thinking
if we get
by the time we
there,
land,
we leave 4 officers out, and we have those 4 pilots pick everyone up after they've jumped in.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. That's not a problem. So yeah, let's. All I want to do is before we actually touch foot on their base, try and get the officer out. Because obviously the moment we
boys in the hood here.
once we touch base, that's it. The officer's life will basically be over, and we don't want that. So we want to see the officers first. If we can, and get them into a position, potentially drop down and get enough lethal on them to be able to keep the officer safe.
People are fighting outside now as well.
Yeah, can we have some additionals out of them 656s by any chance, please?
If it's a decoy, if it's a distraction to get them out, to get you guys out of the way, just observe and try and get any pictures you can. If we're limited numbers on the floor.
I see people down on the floor on the road.
Yeah, that's several.
No officer is to approach unless absolutely sure.
Stand by
I do not
GC1.
want
I
anyone.
believe they are looking to bring the hostage out now.
Received.
What's
They've
that
got
truck
until
doing?
10 past to get him out.
I do see
What's that truck
movement,
doing
and it looks like the officer.
You can see who are fighting, so get the pictures and the evidence, please, officers on the ground, and make a case on that. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe it was a distraction tactic of the people they have stabbed. They have taken a few in the vehicle.
So the hostage should be visible to you guys now. Can I get confirmation?
Yeah, received that. We
We
can see
can
that.
see the hostage.
There's one on the hostage.
Yeah,
One on the
I've disabled
hostage.
One of the cars at the gates. Can I just have a unit stay with me, please?
Okay, so they're asking
guys
now
on
then
hostage?
if we can retreat with
they've
them
just-
pass, and they will let us in to take the crops and the hostage, and then both parties be on their way.
We're going to need to land them pass inside because we can't risk them looking at them. So if they're happy
Received,
for us
bear
to
with.
land, and we'll pick up the crops and we'll disappear. They don't approach us, we won't approach them.
Stand by, and let me just relay that information.
The hostage is, the officer's gone again. We need the officer.
Yeah, but then what they're going to do is we're going to go in. They're going to lock us in.
Yeah, they'll do something. That's why if we can get people on the roof to.
17 going to state 2 any actives.
Yeah, can we have your assistance, please, at the mansion?
Yeah, state 5 now, mate.
One officer hostage, and multiple crops that we're trying to intercept.
Received. Are there any suspects on the crops? Did you say?
About 15.
15, yeah.
About 15, yeah, inside, and about 20 on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, state 5 now. Is it by the golf course?
That's correct.
Yeah, received. I know where you're on about.
It's good. Another armed officer.
X-ray Delta 33 to GC1.
I did 10 nights. Receiving.
Do you want us to come down there as well?
Yes, please, mate. Yeah. Greg, he's coming. Hold on.
I've got Tim and Ted. You could causing shit. Hang on.
Right.
Who's the officer hostage?
Can I?
Possibly sure, I believe.
Received.
Bit of a messy one, this.
Right, they're moving
Yeah.
vehicles from the northeast gate. He's just come
We
out
should
and asked
just-
him to move the truck out of the way. There's a few of them getting on quad
The thing
bikes.
is, they're just hovering over the roof.
No one leaves or enters until we get either the hostage back or we go in.
Right.
Received. I'll block the gate off.
Yeah, but it's just a bit silly, isn't it?
State 6 now.
Yeah,
Where do
because
you
they're
want
all.
me? They pulled up in a
Fine,
truck
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
They pull up in a big lorry now, trying to climb over or climb in, I believe.
Fighting outside and it's becoming a bit of a shit show.
Are they fighting?
There was fighting outside the front.
Well, we can't just shoot civilians, can we?
Has NBT been started for this?
I'm not 100% certain. Has anyone done an MDC from when they first saw this crop?
It was a 999 call.
No. Okay, could we have someone that's on the outside that's currently sitting, passenger in the vehicle, do the start the MDT, please? Simple 999 call, crop at the mansion, and then we can fill in the details as we go.
And Twitter, I've got the picture of the
just need to
tweet.
Apologies, ignore that. I pressed the wrong muscle.
Received. I'm given an ETA here of 2 minutes before we either come in or something happens.
PK14, I'll start the MDT for you.
Thank you. Any news from yourself, Yorkshire? They said anything, Yorkshire?
Have we got an update of what we're doing?
Geordie's calling me.
Stand by 2 seconds. We just got a call from inside.
Hello, Geordie.
He's tweeted out for the community or
People
something.
gathering on the other
Hang on
side
a
of the
second,
road.
Geordie.
We've got a
What
range
did you say,
over
mate?
3 bikes. Gonna need some additionals
Geordie,
down
can you
to
hit-
the
Right,
south
mate.
side, please.
Right, we need the hostage
They're
out.
also on
We've
top
been
of
in
a lorry,
negotiations,
could be
right?
jumping down.
If we can get that hostage out, you go to one side. We'll come in, collect the crops. You don't approach us. We won't approach you. We'll fly off. All we want is the crops and our hostage.
Can I get some
And our
additionals down
officer.
to the south side, please? South side.
Okay, give me 2. He's gonna call me back.
Anybody want to answer that? I'm stuck blocking a gate at the minute.
I'm not on radio at the moment, mate. So relay
That's
anything
fine.
important.
We've just
They're also inside the premises.
stand by. We've got contact with someone inside with the hostage. We've just given them a negotiation. We're just waiting on to get back for us to come in with the hostage to be laid down. Exactly what Greg has said previously. He's going to call us back in 2 minutes. So stand by.
Received. Where do you want me, Roberts?
I believe people are jumping in over the top. People
At the
are
front.
jumping in.
This is exactly what I'm on about now. It's just
North
got to the
side,
point.
people
We get
are
us
jumping
officers
in over
back
the
and we
gate,
just leave.
north
'Cause
side.
it's just a shit show.
There's a person in a bush.
I'm trying to
with a
just preserve
backpack.
the
I
life
don't
here.
get
It's
it.
just
Water's
most of
there,
the city
but
just come
check
along
that
and
one.
have some fun with it, which is annoying.
Well, no, because someone's tweeted it out saying,
Anyway,
"Oh, come here and
he should
have
be just
fun."
below an
I
impasse
don't
now
know.
that's
It's just
flying over.
bullshit.
He's in a bush.
But we're struggling here. It's a standoff at the moment because we want officer
Here
back.
we go.
Do you want me to come up north as well?
Yeah,
I've got
Go ahead,
eyes
Jordan.
on him. I've got eyes on him. There's an injured
Right,
person
go on.
as well at that location. Below.
Yeah, he jumped over from wherever you're pointing your nose now. He jumped
Right.
over like a big wall.
Received.
Big wall in the bush.
We've got one injured in the bush as well, and then him.
Was he wearing blue by any
Geordie,
chance?
come on. Think about this, mate.
Give him 2 minutes. I've already done these
Go, go, go,
minutes.
go, go. They're gonna kill the hostage. Go, 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 go,
Go,
go.
everyone in. Everyone, empass on the roof if possible.
They said they're not getting anything back and they're not giving us the
Where
hostage.
we landed?
The very flat roof at the pump.
Are we
Take
breaching
shots
it?
if needed. Take shots if
We're
needed.
gonna-
Shots
Clear
if
them.
needed. Shots need if needed.
Right, do it to the.
south side left.
Move or you will be shot, buddy. Get off the roof.
Right, they've all got weapons out.
now, otherwise you will be shot. Get off the roof. Off the roof or you will be shot.
Can one impasse come pick me up? I'm on the road.
Lethal
Pass, get
shots
the fuck
authorised.
away from me.
Lethal
will be
shots
shot.
authorised.
This empass to win.
Off the roof. Off the roof now.
Two
Robbie,
individuals I see on the
get the
roof
empass
on my
away.
side.
What's the other empass to win?
Impasse
Can they,
side.
they're in
One
pass.
down,
Go
one
to somewhere
down.
else.
There's a car getting out now.
Off the
There's
roof,
cars on
mate,
the
you will be
side.
shot.
All flags take shots.
Empass on the flat roof. The other empass on the other flat roof, please. Land now.
This one here.
Move or you will be shot, mate. You will be shot.
Is there any way we can get into the
Drop us
premises
down,
from
drop us
down
down.
the ground?
Drop us down.
We've landed.
Empass down.
Possible by the
Hands up
gate
now.
search.
EIU, stick with me.
Got 2 males down.
Put your hands up, mate.
Can you nudge
Watch
this
jumping here.
6x6
going
in front
on
of the
here?
thingy, please?
Put your hands up, mate.
we all
Stay
jump
where you are.
Hands up.
A few
Turn
males down on
around.
the south
Hands up,
side.
turn around.
Turn around.
Get him in cuffs. We're on the roof, we're on the roof.
I can get onto the ground. Do you want me on the ground inside?
We're trying to find this officer.
Robbie, come on blindfold me.
Think about young blind.
Roberts, I can get into the premises on ground floor level.
Yes,
Would you like me
please.
to
Yes,
do so?
please. Where's the shots?
Suspect down, suspect down.
Repeat, I'm on
Anyone
ground level now. Clearing.
The officer is okay.
Received.
Help.
Where are you?
If I can get one of them, do you want me to arrest them or put them in cuffs?
In cuffs, please. In cuffs.
I've got one in the cuffs in the chopper, Tom, alright?
You want me?
Yeah,
Can
proceed.
you help?
Where are you?
still, I fucking can't see.
I'll get you, hang on. There you go, mate.
Where are you?
Butch, what are you doing?
Have you all vacated?
Right, everyone down on the ground now. We've cleared the roof. Everyone down on the ground.
There's one male still around knocking about on the floor. Oh, he's down. There's a few down.
Carry me.
Traffic, there's a few on your side, on that side, I think.
For that.
There's a Tim in the crops.
What happened to you?
There's still one male, wearing all black, knocking about. Wearing all black.
Please.
Got him.
Tasers, guys, tasers.
Yeah.
Non-lethal now if possible.
I'm entering the premises now with a taser.
Right, I have my gun still out. Eat and then stay where you are.
You got me, Tom?
Yes, mate, he's just going to eat because we don't want him passing out.
No worries, mate. Do you want me to do with him or you got him?
Yes, please, mate, yeah. I'm just going to go and do
Right,
with the
mate,
rest of
Suspect made off in a civilian vehicle headed
You've eaten, yeah?
west
No
on
worries.
away.
They're getting out the back door. They're going out the back door.
You sit in the chopper, mate, alright?
PD2 NHS.
Go ahead.
Could we have you at the mansion, please? 453.
Right, you're gonna sit in the chopper.
Immediately, we got officer down. Thank you.
En route.
Yeah, we'll do, mate. PD to NHS?
Can you get this? Yeah, I've done him already. Can you get this
One sec,
pass
mate.
on the floor?
Yeah. PD to NHS?
Charlie Kilo 31 to all units. Have we seen Ted or Tim recently?
Yeah, they've stole cars, mate. Are we say we've got them?
Cool. Right, that's that one done. I think only. I don't know how we got. Oh, I wonder if. I know. Robbie got done by the blades. He got out, and I think he's been done by the blades. There's Tim's running on the outside. Tim's running towards the gate with someone carrying someone.
Yeah. I told him to leave.
He's running round the back. He's carrying someone. Heading round the back of the building now. Round the back of the building. We can get some officers round there, please.
Yeah, I think he's going inside the property.
Yeah, I can see. We got someone
Yeah,
over
Tim's
here.
got someone. What do we do with Tim?
Don't
Wait,
hurt
who's
him.
that?
Try not to.
Someone has just turned up asking him if Tim and Ted are inside. Tim's currently south side.
Hello, can you hear me?
Heading towards one of the gates.
Hello, can you hear me?
Do not use lethal on Tim.
Hello? Hey, Punk coming in with a 10-month. Let's go.
Did you miss me?
There you go. Hello, can you hear me? Of course I didn't, Pug. How are we? Megaphone's still on. Sorry. Hello. Try and get you off the roof.
Where's Tim?
Got Tim on the south side. Or west.
Are we to start destroying these crops or get fours?
Yeah, if we can get people in now, if officers in, if possible.
Yeah, stay far. I'm coming back inside now.
Come on. Why does it take forever, this? Come on.
Right, I'm gonna start destroying them then, lads.
We've got
Oh, it's 'cause I
NHS
don't have
turned up.
keys,
Are they
okay.
safe or do we need to back off?
If they can have them at the main entrance, please. We've got a few people down here.
I'm gonna get onto the roof with the lower impasse on just to survey the crops. So no
Yes,
one
please.
sneaks
I don't know
up.
who's got keys to this impasse.
Did anybody tase Tim?
I saw someone tase him.
Negative.
Sorry, buddy. This is gonna hurt.
I did say not to.
Proceed.
Butch, where did that gentleman go?
Run.
Which gentleman?
Jesus, you're heavy.
Water. We're in Holborn.
Oh God. you're heavy.
He was being held by Tim.
We found him.
Right, received. I'm back in.
Sinfield, you can carry on now, mate. That's fine. I already radioed through what I needed to.
X-ray Golf 2, back to back on radio 2, please.
Go ahead.
Radio 2, please.
2
Where's he gone?
Received.
Oh, there he is.
Remember to count the plans as you're destroying them, please.
We've got need a paramedic if possible.
I'll keep a lookout just in case more people come towards these spots.
We need a paramedic here if possible.
Whereabouts are the NHS workers?
Please, yeah, if you could. He's just on the floor down here.
That's landed at 452.
Gonna struggle to get him over the gate.
Right, and I'm trying to get them out of there, but PD are not really cooperating with me.
Tim's still one of the vehicles.
PD to NHS.
Okay, because
Could we have you at the main gate, please, towards the back, south, where the car park is? There's a gate. I've got someone else down here, but I'm gonna struggle to get him out. If you can get in at all.
Tom, can you
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
I can try, mate. I can pass you over.
See if I can pass him over here. So I'm gonna see if I can get, see if I can bring him over for you now, Doc.
Thank you, buddy.
I'll pass him to you at all.
Yeah.
Ready? Cool.
Bring him over this way. By the edge of the vehicle.
PD 20, yes.
go ahead.
Right, how are we looking inside here? Can I just get confirmation it's all cleared?
What is, sorry?
People
The mansion.
I don't know about inside, but outside is clear.
Received.
Just to
wanna see if
confirm,
this is
can
open.
someone get pictures of all these plants?
Got someone else running around out here? Someone else? Hands up, hands up. We got 2 people down here. Can I have people on the ground by the garages, please?
We've got NHS in the scene now.
There's 2 people still here with baseball bats, etc.
Empath's coming back up.
Where's garage? Oh, I
In
see.
here, in the garages here. They're both lying down behind this wall.
Do we switch back to lethal? Covering you from roof, I've got a good line of fire if needs.
They're both down there. Not at this time. Ah, dear. Let me just reload myself up. Not at the right time. Not at that time. How you doing, Pug? Good to see ya. Melo, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Amaze, how are we doing? My megaphone is still on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that. I was trying to be on the roof with the impasse. Anytime I was in impasse, so if I was shouting, I'd have the megaphone on. But obviously, I left it on by mistake. Right, let's just wait to get ourselves straight back in. How's everyone doing? Yeah, that scene there like ended really bad, to be honest with you. Like, you know, there's so much that goes... When something big happens, you end up getting, like, the whole city see it and then turn up. Which was, you know, it then causes some issues. And the problem we have, like, in real life, you'd have storm rams, you'd have keys, or any way to get in. But, unfortunately... doesn't seem like we've tried storm arms before, we've tried many other things, and it's almost impossible to get through them doors. So it just ruins it slightly, because, you know, they can just like lock themselves in and not come out, and we're stuck until we negotiate something. That's why, unfortunately. Do I not get pissed off with Tim or Ted? No. To be honest with you, obviously Ted's not been around too long. They do come into the situation sometimes. Steventon, welcome in. 2 months. Let's go. Thank you. They do come in the scene sometimes, but they try to keep out the way because obviously you're not meant to interfere with like PD scenes and stuff like that. So they tend to watch from the distance. But yeah, when they come in, I don't know if they're part of the situation or not. Because obviously you're meant to have 50.
I see a hostage. This door's locked.
We'll deal with it later.
Yeah. No worries.
52.
Oh, there's the dead hostage.
We'll be searching the whole property.
Why is this guy wigging out so much? Right, get these guys searched.
Because you put him in cuffs and he's bleeding out, that's why.
Yeah.
Get the cuffs off him.
Okay, I'm gonna go check outside. I'm not confident.
Can we bring him out for the hospital, the ambulance, please?
Can we get a cop away? Are you outside as well, please?
You're everything okay outside, but
He just radioed basement of the house. He just radioed basement of the house. Basement of the house.
They're all in cuffs, so how can they?
No, he just radioed. Either way, he radioed.
He just said basement of the house, mate. He's going to be sending in people.
I've got the engine.
They're in fucking cuffs,
Okay,
man.
I'm getting back on the roof, just in case.
Are they all cuffed up? Because they shouldn't be radioing at all.
No, we're not cuffed, Tom.
Okay, can we get their comms taken off them,
no,
please?
but they're absolutely toast and they shouldn't be.
ET1.
Receive him.
I'm over, mate.
Can we have some officers back outside, please, just in case?
We are outside, but
okay.
Tim's just causing havoc out here, so...
No, I mean, it's in the garden, sorry. My apologies.
Just more serious.
Perfect. Can you get some pictures for us, please?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thank you.
Teddy's not here as well. Just detach from the chase, leave Ted, leave Tim, just stop chasing them. Let them do what they're going to do, it's just taking up resources.
Yeah, just...
Stay with me, just you're okay.
No, they shouldn't.
Oh, there, GC2.
Hello, mate.
1. GC1, 2, 2, 1. Oh, mate, you okay? You need water?
Right, how are we looking with these crops? Have we got everyone under control now?
I'm a little bit pissed
Blue, so I'm watching over it now.
The crops will probably took about maybe 1-2 rows.
Receive. Can we get all available on this crops, please, to get rid of them?
I cannot even see them.
And we'll push our attention now. We've cleared the rest over to the crops, please. So we'll have a couple of AOU surrounding, and then the rest just get hit in the crops, please.
Yeah, I'll stay on the roof.
If NHS arrive, can you guide them in inside the property, please? We've got a few people down.
No.
Any
Okay,
suspects currently cuffed, then we need to take them into
We've
custody, yeah.
We've got one male here who's just dropped on the floor outside that no one seems to be speaking with. He's into the property.
It's if you do. Yeah, it should be server.
Alex, bring that guy back in. Bring that guy back in a sec.
Receive.
No.
Have we got photos of
Well, obviously
the downstairs
Nightbot's
basement
not working.
with the safes and that?
Got your back here,
You
right?
say they're the suspect down
I've got
inside.
Geordie here with me.
Is Nightbot not willing to work?
Tim's on the prowl.
Can I get confirmation that someone's taking pictures of the basement?
Yeah, it's server.
Yeah, we might as well do it because we've been locked in anyway, so
they
we're all
only
playing
have
the wheels
one
now.
voice, he only has one
These
level.
idiots down to unlock the bloody door again.
As if I'm ill enough and I've got to listen to that pitch.
Get a reply for X-Ray Golf 2, please.
Can turn the radio down back, mate.
Has anyone spoke to Geordie because he's here?
Oh, I know, mate.
Is he? What's his
Kind of has
charges?
one
Can you
voice.
go? Can you?
Negative,
Can you start
mate,
doing this
currently
or
unsure
finding
that
out what's
anyone
going
knows
on
at this
because
point.
they've been locked in again? I think.
It's probably going to be offensive weapon.
You guys locked in again?
Look out! Look out! Is that someone behind you at the crops?
Yeah, there is.
It's me.
I'm going to be up here. He's just going to stand on lane B. He's getting punched.
We've got Geordie going down to an HS.
They're jumping in. We need officers up here now.
Jumping in.
Officers in.
Postal.
Stand where you are. Do not move.
North side.
Turn around now.
The basement.
I've just woke up in hospital and I've just come back to my house.
Okay, well at the moment you're just being placed under detainment, okay?
Yeah, I'll just take a seat.
Can I have a unit go to an NHS, please?
Just come over here a sec for me, please.
Yeah.
Right, can I just have an officer just guard this for me, please? He's just woken up at hospital, I believe. Can you, sorry, under section 1, I'll be just searching you, okay? Make sure you haven't got anything on you.
CK14, state 5 to custody with 1 male detained.
Ow! Get attacked by Tony Tim!
Unit to the garage.
Okay, so any reason why you've got a knuckle duster and a sledgehammer if you're just waking up in hospital?
Oh no, I just picked them up from over in the shed over there. We've been doing the knuckle duster is just found by the cars. We're doing some renovations to the house soon, so the sledgehammer's for sale.
Ted is out of the building. Ted is out of the building.
Right, okay, so at this moment in time, I'm just going to be placing you in detainment due to the fact that we've got something major that's going on here, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Unlocked the door with his hands
cuffed. Is he a little man?
I'll just take a seat on the
Yes,
floor
please.
over here.
Can you just watch this guy, Butch, please?
It's got a unicorn baseball bat.
I'm just going to leave this area in a minute. This is just doing my head in now.
Ted's being taken by a bike.
What is going on here?
Ted's just been kidnapped by a male wearing a bear mask.
Okay.
So Tim started attacking
Can we
Alex.
get everybody to the same point to bring all the suspects
This
to
is
one area?
become a real shit show. I'm just going to put everyone if not. Because this is just boring now.
If we get everybody nearby the crop, that way we can cover both at the same
everybody
time.
at the crop.
Any police officer that's gone to NHS with Geordie Hughes, I have told him 7 times that he's on the way.
Right, break comms, everybody to the crop
Tim's
now.
in the bush here. Tim's in the bush by me.
Ted is heading down again towards
units.
CK14, I've got a chap in cuffs in the back of my vehicle. I'm going to come back to the mansion.
Anyone? GC2, GC1? Any comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Received.
Someone just asked a question. Go ahead, whoever just asked it.
I've got someone in the back of my vehicle.
Right, are you okay?
I've had to go to custody.
Yeah, I was getting. I was taking the crops, and this guy next to us started punching me, and then as he was getting shot, he shot me as well.
Right, okay, just stay by 2 seconds. I'm going to get some NHS.
You got officers with him?
No, GC2. I've asked 20 times if someone's gone with him.
Can we get
no
some
one's
officers
gone.
down there?
Come with me, please.
Yeah, I'm
Stand up.
He's probably long gone.
Follow me.
Alex, if you want, take a ride with someone just so we have one armed in NHS.
Jump both of them to follow you, GT4.
Right, can I have the communications a little bit lower, please?
Tim's
This is getting a bit.
someone up next to me. Tim's picking someone
Right,
right next
I'm going to
to me.
be undoing your cuffs. Get your keys out and unlock that gate, please.
Calm down.
I don't have any keys. I just woke up in the hospital.
But you've managed to get
putting him into a private room. He's on
in here,
transit.
so you can get.
I jumped over.
Right, so have you got any documentation to say that you are from here? Is there any reason? Okay, so I can at this moment then you will be arrested for trespassing.
Welfare check on law.
Yeah, I'm just receiving if everyone's still getting me on radio.
Try again.
Yeah, we can hear you very well. A bit too much.
Just do a radio check and maybe calm down on the comms a little bit.
Why don't you answer when I'm asking something on radio? Then it's quite important.
And then just do a radio check, mate, instead of
Enough. Come on.
Right.
Ted's being kidnapped as well. We need to be on the lookout for him. He's being.
Where have you got him?
Yeah, we've got him 770. We're in for shooting him.
Right, Sal.
Can you guys see those crops? Can you start picking them up?
We can't tase him. He'll kill him. He says.
Shoot onto radio 2.
But I don't know how are we? Good to see you, Callum Rooney. Also.
CK14 again. I've got a suspect in the back of my vehicle. I'm going to go to custody or to remain on site mansion.
Get anybody we've got in cuffs, in cars, into custody, please.
Received. Thank
Right, this guy's been currently arrested for trespassing until we know further what's going on. Take a seat.
You can see the crops, can you help me?
I can't see them. Can't see them.
I don't think many people can. Can you see any crops?
Oh, we have arrested and detained a man who took Ted.
You might help him a bit more, man.
Oh, Tom, you got a big bunda.
Can we find out if anyone that we've arrested on scene has got keys to open the gate to allow NHS in, please?
My guy doesn't. Apologies.
I'm gonna get back on the roof for surveillance. Maybe Alan, can you come up with me?
Any available officers, please get destroying these crops as well.
No, I can't. I said that earlier.
I can see them, but I can't do anything with the bloody things.
I'm stage 20 just now.
What, none of them at all?
Destroy them.
No, nothing. It's just not giving me any option. Nothing at all, mate.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want me to poof poof? See if that helps.
No, just
Alright.
It is what it is, mate.
Yeah, mate.
He's not used to manual labour, Tom.
That's it, mate.
I'll make you have a conversation with Law.
Oh no. I'll
Guys, I've got a suspect here. White t-shirt.
So we have 3 suspects here, 1 on the ground, 1 needs NHS help, we've got 2 in cuffs. We need to get that gate open, otherwise they're going to be stuck here a while.
Yeah,
Can I get someone to the end?
I'm here.
We are also, by the way, guys, we also have guys jumping back in that are either waking up at hospital or trying to intervene. So just be on the lookout for that.
One over here in cuffs.
I can't seem to see the E muscle. Any reason why?
Not that one there. It's these rows.
None of them seem to have E muscles.
Come back this way. It should be these row.
The next 4 rows have like them doubled up as well.
Right. Okay. Is what it is, mate. It's. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Tom, you know those things we were talking about? They're both finished.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Oh,
Tasered him,
there's
got
more,
him.
There's more. Just fight.
Oh, I've got him. Who didn't? Was this one searched or? What's going on, man?
Has an NPAS arrested someone because I've got him outside here?
Do we have NHS on scene?
I don't know where Yorkshire's gone. He was around somewhere. Yeah, it's a bit shit show, really. It's annoying. Destroyed it. Okay. I thought that one respawned then. Yeah, it just gets really annoying, doesn't it? Like the worst parts really is just the communications go all over the place because there's so much activity happening, which is hard to control sometimes because obviously you've got people that are not playing the game or like.
Do we have NHS at the scene?
Hello.
Alright, Uncle Tom, how are we?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Have you seen my message on WhatsApp?
I haven't, mate. No, I'm quite busy at the moment, just dealing with a situation.
Oh, sorry, mate. Obviously, when you get a chance, just have a look at WhatsApp, buddy.
No worries, we'll do.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
No worries. Cheers, mate.
Have we got NHS on scene?
Negative. Alex just called for them.
Right, we've just had one of these get taken by angels. We've got a second one that's likely going to get taken by angels soon.
Received. If we can get them to the front gate where possible for the ambulance service, then great. If we can.
For the southern gate or the northern gate, mate?
I believe they're at the northern gate where the car park was.
Received.
Oh, hello.
Whoa, what you trying to hit me, Tom? I bet you enjoyed that.
I think you enjoyed it more by the sounds of it.
No, I would never enjoy that.
Are officers okay to just bring him over the gate?
These ones are doubled up, Tom.
Are they? Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, I won't. I won't get in your way.
I've already started on the left, so you could have continued.
Well, if we end up taking the same one, you know what I mean.
DK14 to GC1.
It was eventful. It's a shame, really. Yeah, receiving.
Yeah, I've got Tony Polly in the cells. At this moment in time, he is under arrest for possession of offensive weapon and bloodied article at the mansion when he's been searched. Any further offences recognised up there so far?
What's he wearing?
Yeah, just keep an eye out. We've got one suspect running around the joint with a PA.
There's one person by M-Pass. That's not an officer. One person next to M-Pass in a white shirt. He's hiding now.
The guy in the cells need to confirm whether he's got residency at the mansion. If he doesn't, then trespassing. Not sure if he's attacked officers or not. Yeah, it was a shame, really. Was a shame. The biggest thing I don't like is obviously the communications, like I say, and the fact that we are so helpless in terms of getting access to things. Like, you know, in section 17, of pace, we have access to enter a premises under to preserve life. If they've got an officer in there hostage, we should be able to kick the door down and enter without having to use M-Pass or whatever. And then when we get in and they then hide in like the building itself, we should be able to use a storm arm or something like that to ram the door open to gain access. People can't just hide. And the only reason we got in there was because they ended up coming and unlocking the door. And it was like I was getting to the point of just leaving and just giving up and flying and doing something else. Even now, like getting to the point, obviously we're just clearing these up, but I'm almost like I don't want to clear these up now because like not can't be bothered, but it's like gone through with so much shit to do this. It's like, well, I could have just been, looking after Evangelico or some other stuff, and that's why it just causes shit really sometimes. Yeah, exactly. It was shit show. It was shit show. And I tried to hold off with the police as long as we could, and then they threatened. They said they've killed 2 suspects originally, so that's instantly. Yeah, go on.
GC2 got to the hospitals here.
What's the best thing about dating a homeless girl?
Go on.
She's been treated.
Drop her off anywhere.
Fuck's sake. Typical Scottish joke, that one. You're used to that side of thing, aren't ya?
Nah, not really that.
Am I just... What am I doing right now? I'm still here.
Have you not got back up?
No, I'm just... planting the same plant, or taking the same plant out all the time. Oh, here we go. But now what about back? I'm like one of the only few people that can actually do this. It seems like everyone else that's either tried to come and they've said they can't see it, so it's like it won't take us too much longer. Just get confirmation if we've got any other officers that are able to come and help with this plant to get it done quicker. I don't want to be here any longer than we need to.
I can't. Sorry, JC1. I can't get over the gate to help.
I'm coming now with a vehicle. You might be able to jump on my vehicle and jump out.
Are we counting as normal when we're picking these up, guys?
Fuck off. Nowhere we were supposed to count them.
Just pick them up at this point. I've got to the point of let's get it done as quick as we can, get out of here.
Yeah, we'll just record the number as massive.
Yeah, we can see the photos that we've taken, so that's good enough for me. Sydney, thank you. Appreciate you. So glad, yeah, Butler. Honestly,
Yeah,
mate,
I
I
can't
come
get
back
over.
to this tonight. I was looking forward to a nice,
I did do a rough count when before
a
we started
nice
taking them down,
evening
and there
on.
was about
Hopefully, we
300.
turn it around very shortly. We'll get back out, do some proper
NHSPD.
stuff. But that wasn't great.
Do you still need us up at Vangelico, the house?
We need you inside if possible.
Received. I'm outside the house at the minute.
See, we'll try and bring them to you if possible, but if you are able to get in, the north side, there is a vehicle to get onto to get over. Unfortunately, no one seems to have keys, even though they would get out if they need to.
Received, Tom. I'll come round best I can.
Thank you.
Betty, if you jump on the vehicle and aim for the
If
hedge,
you go more in the middle, they might.
then
We'll just meet in the middle if you can.
You'll climb over the hedge.
Yeah.
Received.
Could I get a transport unit to the mansion, please? I've got one suspect here who was the one who punched GC2 or 1.
I think quite a lot of officers flew out from it as well, or they've gone off radio. Wasn't great.
Can everyone remember
still move.
to eat and drink as well,
We'll
please?
get back from this,
Yeah, received.
and then we'll get doing some proper police work again. I think this guy's glitched again. I keep glitching. Yeah, the MDT is going to be big. Yeah, literally, Butler, this is my welcome present. Yeah, it's. I was hoping for a bit better than the welcome present, if I'm honest. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, to be honest with you, obviously it worked for me, but some people, when they fly in and out, as you remember from Scorer, they don't still see it, do they? But yeah, it is what it is. Can you not see him at all?
CK14 to GC1.
Receiving.
Just to let you know, Tony Paul has been sentenced.
Fantastic, thank you. At least it's a lot quicker than it used to be. Do you remember when it was when they first come out, Damien, and it used to take forever? And we said to Chrissy, we're like, Chrissy, like you need to like get this done a lot quicker. This is like, and then obviously I said the same to Snoopy. I was like, Snoopy, these will take forever. Like before, luckily, obviously I had the experience from before, but it was like you've got to make sure these are whipped out quicker.
Radio check.
Can we have a clearance on that Sinfield?
Yeah, but that's a meeting. A lot of people outside not doing anything though, I don't think.
Can we get people state 5 to that, please? State 5.
I'm safe. 4 people just come up to me, threatening me. One person was handcuffs.
Location?
They all did have weapons outside PD. I am safe, they all just drove off.
Okay, can we get some more units?
I'm following the vehicle now, it's currently going left.
Already counted?
Ammunition.
Yeah, I did a rough count, mate. There's about 420.
Right, okay, we're going to go ahead to destroy them.
Extra Golf 2 to all units. Do we have a transport unit able to come up and assist with the prisoner transport, please? From Vangelico Mansion.
How many?
GC1.
Hello, mate, you okay?
Just the one, please.
Have you got eyes on this?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I get,
Can you see? Can you start clearing them with us?
Yeah, I'm clearing them now, mate.
Appreciate that. Just because of the intensity of the scene, could we have a PC or above escorting with him, please?
I must be seeing double.
Yeah, I'll be escorting with him.
Legend, cheers, buddy.
No worries. You're gonna get your PHS over now.
Have I got plants directly behind me, Azza?
Yeah, I'm with him right now, mate. There's 3 more with me.
Oh right, okay.
I'm just clearing the. Oh, we got quite a few actually. I'll deal with it.
I've done my
you might want to. You're clearing things that's not here in my eyes.
Shall I just take a quick flight?
You could do, mate. Yeah, just in case.
Bear with.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Around 100. Well, someone said there was 320 because they've all been doubled up. So if you can imagine, What, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 just looking here. And how many rows there was.
Whereabouts do you want this transport unit?
We've actually been doing this for ages, by the way. It's been like
I know, I know.
Actually got 19.
Receiving.
You just stuck in the same
Can you swap with Duff? Come to me a sec.
Yeah.
Gotta be done though. Just get him gone and then we'll get out of here.
Should have kept it all and sold it.
Well, for the hassle we've gone through, might as well just let him have it.
We might have just kept it, sold it, and bloody kept the money.
There's a lot of money we're clearing off the street. That's correct. Which guy you were on about, Damien? I'm not CID. No, I'm the chief. I'm the chief here. King coming in with a big head.
There's Delta too.
Yeah, they're still behind me, boys.
Okay, just ignore them. I've got 2 here in front of me, and these boys have got 3 here, and then or now 2.
Oh, all of
See
them
if there's
in
any
order.
over.
So
what
many.
police station are you transporting these to?
Can you destroy them as well?
Wait, have you see some over here? Look,
yeah.
You see these ones? Okay.
If you were the arresting officer, mate, go take him down and.
Right, there's no more here, so we'll just clear from here. I'm happy to say we've cleared them here.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I can't see. I can't destroy them now. So.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Right, we've now cleared the plants, so we're gonna be starting to head out. If we can make sure everyone exits, please.
Our cars will be gone, won't they?
There's quite a few dotted around the outside of the.
Okay, Betty.
Gates, mate.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sydney, thank you very much for the follow. I think we're all clear here.
Lovely.
Finally.
Yep.
Maybe if one kind officer gets a riot van out and transports you all back.
Hopefully it's a ball game.
Right, we're gonna be exiting, mate.
I'm processing, mate. Sadly.
We'll talk about it later, mate. We'll finish off.
Is there an MDT for this?
There should be.
Okay.
JC1.
Yeah, go on.
Want me to impound his vehicle?
It was part of the scene, yes, but allow us to get out first.
Okay, received.
Oh, that was good.
Oh. You won't be able to, mate.
That was a good jump.
NHS,
right.
NHS, can I have a plaster? Can I have a plaster, please?
We're just gonna leave end pass for them, are we good?
Get out the road so we don't get run over.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him past there.
Who had the keys to get M-Pass?
One was Duff.
I didn't have the keys, but I was fine.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Web's gonna
There's
go
a back
grab it
as
now.
well.
Well, at least ours.
Receive, thank you.
No worries.
Go ahead.
Just confirm everyone's out.
Cheers, thank you, NHS.
Mate, whoever owns this is definitely compensating for something. Jesus. Alex
Right.
again?
Let's go do some proper police work.
I'm not ready for processing.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go stay at 11. Good night, everybody.
We need to go
Good night.
outside.
Good night, mate.
Good night, mate.
Yes.
Can anybody back at base go there, or do you need me to go there?
Currently pursuit of a
What about that PD
black
cab behind us?
4x4 coming up to 600.
Yep. Might as well.
We just witnessed him kill the man.
I'll do
Can I
it.
see if I can impound the car from here? Not from here, but.
Oh, that one in there, you can, yeah.
Go on, Alex. Do it. Oh, we can as well. We should get one of them for the PD.
Did you police impound it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Did you get the plate and then put on the
Car there, mate.
MDT of the profile?
I'll grab it out in a minute.
I don't know if I feel safe on the back of here.
Yeah, not with this
mate,
driving.
Shut up, Tom. Your driver's worse than mine. I seen your
Right,
driving.
and this one. And this one.
Screw.
please check no one's in the MDT.
I pulled out of it, so I'm not.
State 5 to that. Wi-Fi check on X-ray Tango 7, sorry.
We're very close. Okay, we're gonna go to that now.
Passers flying the Astro.
Tam,
We're
come
gonna
on,
quickly
quick.
go
Let's
check
go,
it out.
let's go.
Scottish friend. Call us state 5 and I'll drive.
I'm gonna be state 5.
Is that to the state 0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
35 now to that emergency.
Where's X-ray Tango 7?
Yeah, can
What's going on, guys?
X-ray Tango 7, where are you?
Where's Shaw?
Where's this officer?
We're at seen on the above the city here now. It looks to be suspects jumping into a vehicle. There's a PD vehicle on its roof. That black vehicle in front there. There's a bunch of officers.
Let's set the PD vehicle on fire.
Oh, what are you
back in your vehicle,
doing?
in the vehicle. We're over the top of the...
Oh dear, I'm coming off radio for that. Oh wow. Yeah, that was a hell of a swing. Hello, Andy. How are we? Good to see ya. We are dead. You clipped it. Thanks. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Just watch some. Nice. Let's go. How are you doing, Jonesy? What were the results today? Let me have a look. While we're waiting, dead. Oh, Liverpool won. Blimey. Shock. Salah scored, finally. Bayern Munich beat Barcelona too. Wow. Inter Milan won. Porto lost. Wow. Porto lost 4-0 at home as well. Tottenham lost.
Yeah.
Stoke beat Hull 3-0. Watford lost 2-0. Good. Huddersfield lost to Wigan. Cardiff beat Middlesbrough. Wow. And Sheffield United won 1-0. Burnley drew 1-1.
I've rang in NHS. I'm waiting for him to turn up.
Let's have a look. League One, what do we have? Barnsley drew 1-1. I know Badandi was at that. Portsmouth won 2-0. Charlton drew 1-1. Cheltenham beat Cambridge at home. Ipswich won 2-0. What's he doing? Oh, he's taking it. Or, no, he's just reversing it. Oh, that's nice of him. I was thinking, what's he doing with the, what's he doing with the alarm?
Look at the officers. Fuck knows me in NHS or... Oh, fuck.
Holy shit, what happened here?
Not got a clue, mate. We just found them like this.
Good.
Hey, how you doing, Orange? Good to see ya. Mighty Bolton Wanderers won as well. There used to be in V2. There isn't in V3. Or not that we've caught them anyway. Not that we've caught them. And if they have been caught, then they've obviously been arrested or taken out. You can't be like a serious bad officer where you start playing with MDT stuff like that, because that's something the city don't allow, and that's where people have been dealt with through the staff side of things. I'm not at work. I'm back on work on Friday. Back to work on Friday. Who was driving? The Scottish one. Old Dylan Waplington. He was driving, I believe. I've kind of got to wait until these guys pass away, because or NHS finally get here. 89th minute goal was it in the end? There isn't any in terms of actually PD side. Obviously, you're not allowed to do corruption. End of story. But if caught, then you would be obviously sacked. But if you were caught doing like taking evidence out of lockers or adjusting MDT stuff like that through logs and stuff like that, then you'd be an instant ban out the city. Stuff like that. That's happened before. And depending on what's happened, obviously, but yeah, most of it is sort of, if you're just letting people off now and then and stuff like that, and it goes undetected, then it goes undetected. But ultimately, we try to make it as realistic as possible, and you're always going to get a few dodgy coppers in real life, aren't you? It's not as if they're going around killing people and not being detected by it, if that makes sense, because it's always going to come back on them eventually. I'm not streaming tomorrow, no. I'm actually going to Luton. Luton are playing at home against Coventry tomorrow. I'll be back, I think, Thursday. I'll have to check the diary what we're up to, but yeah, I think Thursday. I wasn't meant to be streaming tonight, but in the end I went, oh, sod it, I'm going to come on and stream. Waplington, indeed.
Got something in the air, I hope this helps.
She was streaming tonight. She was streaming today, so I'm not sure. I don't think she has.
Man, I'm ringing him about 10 minutes ago.
I think I was probably the only one wearing my seatbelt. These lot must have flown out. Or mine was a little bit of a desync. Waplington, your driving is terrible.
Fucking hell, I'm in chess.
What's she gonna do? Oh, I genuinely thought she was gonna be sideswiped.
You don't have chess to 503.
I kind of need this guy to sort of disappear, so we could sort of like, you know, because after 5 minutes of nothing, you then carry on acting as like a new restart. But the longer he stays here, we've got to stay here and obviously continue RPing as dead. So I kind of need to take these guys. These guys will respawn. I'll then take myself back and get a patch up. I think it's me and Alex that survived. Alex flown out, so he might be injured and we'll go into state 1 at some stage, but the longer he stays here, the longer we've got to be. Exactly. Yeah, excuses. Mm-hmm. Oh man, my head.
My head.
Don't know what just happened there.
I have no idea.
Oh dear. Right, hopefully this is gonna be running. Yeah. Right, let's get back to police station.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hiya, Tom, you alright?
Yeah, good, you?
Been better, mate. Are you available to have a chat, mate? I need to bring some information to your attention.
Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm just heading back to PD now. Just waking up with a headache.
No worries, mate. I'll hang around PD for you.
Thank you.
Yes, mate. Bye.
Right, let's head down to PD. Do some normal stuff. Hopefully calm it down a little bit. Right. We get any assistance down at PD?
I'm here, mate. Where are you?
By the garage.
Alright.
We've got someone in handcuffs standing outside PD.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, I know who this one is, mate. He died at that scene.
Right, okay.
You shouldn't be coming back in cuffs then.
How would he
Yeah, if he went down, yeah.
Is there any chance of a pickup?
Anyway, right, let's go speak to Denzel, Robbie.
Delta Fan GT2 direct.
What does he want? He's been ringing me while I've been
I don't
trying
know,
to
yeah, he said you need to have a chat with me. I just need to,
do we want to do that thing as well, that meeting?
yeah, we need to do it. Yeah, if, is Lloydie still on? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Lloydie,
just
you
talking
receiving?
to,
Receiving.
he's just
When you get a
talking
second,
to,
do you mind popping
thingy.
up to, the superintendent office, please?
Yeah, can do, mate. I'll come up then.
Denzel's in reception, mate.
GC2.
Do you want to bring him up?
Yeah.
After that, can we have a quick talk, mate?
Yeah, give me a second.
Anyone available for a pickup at NHS?
EC2 just going off radio.
So, Delta 7 just going off radio.
Same traffic.
Can we get that response to a pickup, please?
As they no longer in state no fix head issues.
State
11.
No worries. Is anyone responding to that pickup?
Yeah, just finishing MDT alert. Where's the officer?
Perfect. Someone repeat the last for the pickup, please.
NHS if possible, please.
Yep, NHS it is then, please, someone.
Yeah, received.
Thank you. I'm just going off comms for a meeting, and I'll be out there shortly. Hello, how are we doing?
Yeah, very well.
Good.
Because I've got major head issues.
I can hear you, mate. Yes. Obviously, Denzel, is it can it involve Lloydie as well, or do you need to speak to just myself and GC2?
Yeah, ideally, just because it's quite.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Okay, that's fine. If you, Lloydie, what it is, mate. Obviously, I've been away for a couple of weeks, so I just want to catch up with yourself and see how everything is. So, if you just wait out of the room for a couple of minutes, and then we'll have a chat after.
Oh, mate, no worries.
Sam, mate. Oh, go on, Denzel.
Yeah. So obviously, I did bring it to Robbie's attention earlier. Obviously, I've had some information brought to myself
Right.
about an officer within response, which could be
Whaley.
the Gold Command. I've spoken with a fellow CID
I am Jonesy,
officer,
yes.
Who's advised me that they were at an HS earlier with where they was an off-duty police officer
Right.
who recently left NHS worker Jeff. I've not come
Okay.
across him myself. They were both incorporating themselves with known, let's say, criminal gang members by putting themselves in their vehicle, hanging around, discussing stuff with them. Obviously, I just said to fella, obviously, I'll bring it to your attention and that. Further to that, I've had two individuals, two females from, I believe, I've not come across them before, Biker Boys. They had
Right.
on the,
Yeah, I've met the Biker Boys.
Yeah. Asking to speak to this fellow officer. They had basically like business to deal with and documents to give him. Obviously, I
Is that
just
any
wanted to
better?
bring it to yours attention because obviously, something like that, especially,
Do we know who it
via
is?
serving. DSU Tom Tez.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, I don't want to leave anything unturned. If somebody's doing something they shouldn't do and providing information or, God knows what,
Yeah.
I just feel that it should be action to
Okay.
yourselves.
As CID, then you've got lead on this.
Yep.
Can you document everything that you see? Keep an eye from a distance.
Yep.
Do a little bit of undercover work to find out what's going
Yep.
on. Can you document every time you see him through the document? Have you been shown the documentation through the form? Robbie, you'll know what I mean.
No, I don't think so.
He will be given that information tonight, mate. Obviously, he was
Okay.
only brought across
That's
yesterday
fine.
evening.
So you'll get given a documentation to fill in.
Yep.
If you could just monitor every interaction you have, when you do have it, just put it down on that sheet. The more we can get on them, the easier it is then for us.
Yep, no worries. And am I okay to just brief Delta 1, obviously, on what kind of...
Yeah, of course.
Brief the whole of CID, I would, mate.
Yeah. Obviously, if you just to keep as little people on it as possible, we'll put
I would
you in
brief Delta
charge.
2.
And
because, only because Delta 1's about to go and sun himself. So Delta 2 will probably have to...
Yeah, and say we've given you authorization to do that. And it was obviously an internal operation.
Yep, no, that's fine. And I'll keep
Alright.
you guys briefed on any kind of
Please,
development.
mate. If you email Delta 1 and get him to add you to the... He'll know what.
Yep.
And then you can put all your information in there and it's kept... yeah.
Yeah, okay. No
Perfect.
worries. Appreciate you
Sounds
guys
good.
taking the time.
No
Cheers,
worries,
mate.
mate.
Brilliant.
Take care.
Good to see you back, GC1.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Can you send Lloyd in when he's ready?
Yeah, sure.
Are we having all of the...
Ryan, how are we? If they're all on, yeah.
We've got Web on, but Dandy, I believe, is about to come in.
I've spoken to Badandi, if not. But yeah, if anyone that's available, drag him in.
Web?
How you doing, Ryan? Good to see you. Have I missed anyone? Jonesy, I am uploading, but I've been away for 2 weeks, so my YouTube videos will start coming again. I just need to do a few
Cheers, mate.
during the day, get all of my clips. So you guys, if you clip anything, helps me massively because obviously I don't then have to go through my streams and clip it myself. But obviously I do anyway. And then what I do, I put all them clips into YouTube videos and make them like highlights and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't tan, mate. I just go red, white, red, white.
And blue.
So, and blue if if I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
You're out too late.
If I am, yeah.
Hello, Lloydie, mate. So I've just catch you up, GC1. So thinking of moving Aaron Black and Callum Law across to RPU just to on trials to fill some gaps there. They are obviously two top quality drivers. Obviously, they both come with their pros and cons. I've said to Lloydie, it's his unit. If they step out, he's more than welcome to move them on. If they don't follow orders and also lay down exactly how he wants that to run before they join. Obviously, Lloydie will have to have a word with them both.
Hey, Specify, good to see ya.
I think it's a good move, even if it's not a permanent move. just because at the moment,
Ah,
if
so
they've
good.
only got
It's all good,
4
Jonesy.
on, that's only 2 cars. So I just thought I'd catch up on that one, mate.
No worries. How is everything, Lloyd? Are you okay?
Yeah, numbers are a bit low.
Any reason particular, do you know, or?
This table. We had Pale decided to leave PD and has now took up the opposite side of life.
Right. Okay.
Which wasn't great.
Yep.
And we've got one on LRA still who's due back this weekend.
Right. Okay. So you're gonna have basically 2 more added to bring them numbers back up. Is that the thoughts?
We took Lumsden over as well from response because he's showed some really good quality. So we took him up on the trial as well. So
Perfect.
he replaces Pale basically for the loss right now.
I hear there was some confusion and disappointment last night.
Yes.
I've obviously been I've been filled in from sort of roughly what I heard. Obviously I said to the guys as well, I wasn't too happy what I heard, what happened. I gave strict instructions that CID are able to drive other cars. However, it's not any car. It would be, so RPU, for instance, they get to drive the PC cars. ARU, if they need to, that they shouldn't because they've got good enough cars themselves. If they need to, then obviously that. The whole reason behind it was obviously if there was lack of RPU on, then they can obviously drive the basic 3 series or whatever. But they can't be just taking any old vehicle out, especially, you know, higher ranking cars when they've got their own cars.
I do remember you saying that, and that's what I've stuck to since we had that conversation. Because I believe that originated from the scene we had in custody where someone was struck with a car and we wasn't driving it.
Yes.
So, having spoken to Lloydie in length, his issue was more the rank.
I hope so. Coventry, you know, haven't played in many games.
Than the
haven't played in many games.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
so far.
Lloydie. And obviously, him not being an inspector, I do understand that. But mainly the fact that a high-powered vehicle was used without the correct thing. In defense of that, he did only drive it from PD to the scene. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just saying that's what it is.
Yeah.
There was also... Sorry, mate.
Go on.
There was also something said that Lloydie gave an order to the RPU boys to go state 11. This has been found to be false. It seems to be that obviously, and I have spoken to Lloydie about this, that it seemed to be a loyalty thing, and obviously he agrees that if he is struggling or something and he needs to go off shift, he needs his boys to back him up.
Porsche, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, you'd almost think that you should be level 4 to drive the 3 Series rather than the Porsche, but because it's a nicer looking car, etc. But that's how Lloydie set it up, so that's absolutely understandable. But the fact that you're not a level 4, whatever, is regardless of the situation, that you shouldn't be driving it because you've been told as CID that you can only drive the 3 Series, or if it hasn't been relayed back to him, then obviously it will need to, because obviously he's only just joined the unit. But yeah, I just stand by what I say, that CID are able to drive other vehicles, correct, but they're the basic models that come out with the PCs, just to give a hand if needs be.
Yeah, I've stuck, since we had that conversation, GC1, I've stuck to that as a rule, so I think it just needs to be relayed to Billingham.
Yep.
And the CID units that, obviously, they're your wishes, your
Yep.
PC1. I mean, I've just stuck to exactly what you've told me. When we had
Absolutely. Well, there's no point of having RPU if CID can drive everything and ARU can drive everything, and the lot of them. What's the point of having divisions? We might as well just be one. So that's why we have it like that. So we give people that ability to do different things. So yeah.
It's accountability on the vehicle as well, man. Because I think it was the other week where we had an issue where an inspector Porsche hit a civilian, was it?
Yep.
That's the one. Yeah, that was the same incident. Yeah.
Obviously, there's only a select number of people that can
drive
that vehicle. So everybody was like, well, you know, Lloydie or I can't remember who it was.
X-Ray Tango 2, yeah.
Yeah, Lloydie or X-Ray Tango was one of you. Like, who was it? But, you know, if you've got...
Rover, 2 months subscribed. Let's go. Thank you.
Streams, Tom.
Thank you, Rover. Appreciate you. Hope you're well.
Else. It could be any of CID as well. Yeah. Same if they start playing silly buggers in the inspector range.
Exactly.
Stuff that can roll around in that at the moment, and sorry. So, you know, if somebody goes playing silly buggers in one of those,
you'll know.
And Havoc or whatever, then that's us three that are in the light for it. Then so we'll.
Yeah. Thing is, it does work well. Like yourself, you've come on radio before when we've been right at the end of our tether on up a shoot and said, "Am I authorised to get one of your vehicles to assist?" And to be honest, that extra bit of help has got the suspect to an end. So there is times when that can be done and it does work, but I think
just knowing when.
Laid down. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So let's clear that up then. How are we looking at everything else? Obviously, I've been away for a couple of weeks. I trust that obviously Robbie's done a good job. You're all, most of you are still here, so that's good. I haven't come back to a burnt down PD, so that's really good. No, but yeah, how's is there anything that I should be made aware of, or he's gonna slap me? Let me just duck down. Hold on.
I'm moving away. I've got a list of things.
So we have obviously had a mix-up. You'll obviously see Greg standing here. New step down for personal reasons. He's moved to Golf 4. Webb, as we've always done before in the past, is taken on leading the unit.
Okay.
I just need to give him his role actually as number 2. And if he obviously after a week, if he does the job like we want him to do, we'll step him up to head of unit. Just the same as we did with RPU and whatever we do. They're both doing a fantastic job, mate. I haven't had any issues with any of the chiefs at all while you've been away. None at all.
Perfect. Good stuff. That's what I want to hear. Obviously, we put the foundations in, Greg, for ARU when obviously I left. How are they getting on?
So all the golf units that we had in on trial, all bar one has passed their trial.
Good.
I've extended Deshane's trial by another week, just because for the first week of his trial, he was active, he was on duty.
Yep.
It dropped off in the second week.
Yeah.
So I've spoken to him. Via email.
Yep.
He's in on duty now, so I'm going to speak to him.
Perfect.
This evening. I'm just going to say I need to see a bit more commitment before I'll put him.
Speech impediment doesn't necessarily stop you being in here. People do have the same thing in here. You can use /me and stuff like that.
His ARU trial yesterday, but Dandy did say he had another officer from Response who was interested.
Right.
But he's forgotten that name, so I'm waiting for his old man brain to kick back in and tell me what that name is.
Yeah. Can I just stop you 2 seconds? You say Callum Laws just started your trial, has he?
Is it Callum? Yes, I believe it's Callum, yeah.
Right, okay, so what's happening with him then? I thought he was heading over to RPU.
So, yes, so yesterday he started
it was good, thank you, Dougie.
ARU, but to bolster, obviously, we
limits. CID do have a pistol, but only on certain operations. They're not allowed to carry them all the time.
Aaron Black is obviously an amazing driver, and so is Callum. Like I say, speaking to Callum, he did say that he had just started a trial, but he was happy to support Lloydie 100% if we needed him over there. So tactical move with ARU being quite bolstered at the moment and good numbers, and RPU quite low numbers at the moment. They're working their asses off, basically. They're in all the time, like all the time. And I mean, credit to them, but everyone gets knackered. So for bolster, like I said, it's not necessarily permanent for Mr. Law. It's just while we have the need for RPU, and the 2 drivers that stood out most to me, having been in the vehicles with them, was Mr. Aaron Black and Mr. Callum Law.
Right. Okay. So when was Greg going to be told about this?
So I literally haven't seen him yet because we've been in the in
Right,
that scene
okay.
all day.
No
I
worries.
literally haven't had it. It's literally been this evening, mate. That...
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, no dramas. Yeah, that's fine then. So, once I find out of the
once we speak to Mr. Law.
Can we start getting? I'm happy to start now. I'm back as well. We're going to start obviously employing more. We need to get rid of some of the deadwood as well.
I've got that all listed, mate, ready to go.
Perfect. Obviously.
Can I just make a suggestion as well? Sorry for
Dandy.
interrupting you.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, for when we're on about getting people in.
Yeah.
Can we make sure that when we're getting them in, that they've got a bit of experience in the city first? Because
Yeah.
Like last week we had 2 days.
Yeah, well, we sent him back, didn't we, for a week? So.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, we can cherry pick because we're getting 20 plus applications in. We can cherry pick what we need. But what I was just about to say is because we need to sort of up our numbers to keep him going with it. If we can have a fully operational ARU and RPU running at 10 officers. Obviously, for yourself, Dandy, we'll probably be looking towards the 20 mark because of the fact that obviously you've got search and rescue and dog unit as well to counter with that. CID need to push the numbers up to probably 6 minimum.
So they have got 2 new recruits that they're going with. 3 new
that's
at
fine.
the moment.
So
I have been speaking to. Sorry, go on.
I'm just trying to work out the math. So on a night, we need ideally we aim for at least 30 on a night.
Yeah.
As a minimum. And then obviously we can push them numbers up if we can get a solid 10 officers from each active throughout the times that we're on. Then obviously we can then move them numbers up to maybe 15, etc. But let's get a solid 10. So we're going from the 4 or 5 mark to now the 10 mark.
So I have been speaking to Padandi, and this never happened before, and you'll agree with me, Tom. They don't seem to now. Whether that's because Padandi's doing an amazing job, they don't seem to want to leave response. They're not all trying to jump ship as soon as they get the chance. So
that's good.
Obviously, Padandi's units is huge at the moment, and obviously he's managing it very well. But we have announced even if you're going to get promoted, so say we know one officer's going to be promoted on Monday. On Monday, they can move across to that unit and just stay as a PC. Or if they're sergeant already, obviously they drop down to PC. Nobody seems to be wanting to move across.
Okay.
That is one thing. Even it doesn't matter which unit it is, ARU, CID, RPU. They just stick. And obviously, Badandi, we've had this conversation. We're not sure why. It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned if people don't want to move. I'm more concerned about the numbers that we have in the city. If we've got 30 on a night, it makes things easier because Lloydie can take his guys and do certain things. They can just concentrate on the traffic side of things, and then when a big job comes up, he can move them to where they need.
Obviously, we were talking about that in the meeting yesterday about setting days. Can we? Is it possible to get in the emails like a schedule? So
yeah, we can do that, mate.
Because
there is actually a section in there.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to be funny with people, but like I'm struggling to get training days in because when I need to take my units off to do training, that's the majority of the units that are on. So then, if they're conflicting with other training, then it's just an issue, innit?
I mean, you could always split them half one day, half another, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I need, like I've said, on Wednesdays.
It is in police schedule. So if you have a look in police schedule, it's just TBU at the moment. Just got to let us know when you want to do it. At the moment, I've got down RPU as Thursdays at 8:30. ARU is Wednesdays, but time to be updated. Obviously, if Greg wants to change that, that was just for their last training they did. If we can just have a set day that each unit will want to train on, we can then schedule around it. But yeah, other than that, obviously, I just want to get them numbers back, 30 in the city, to be able to do what we want to do. You know, if we have more response on at the time, then it's not a problem. If Lloydie's got 3 or 4 officers that he's in, he can do stuff with, then fine, and then he can start building up and head counting from there. And more people coming in.
25 a day though, which is good.
Which is really good. Yeah, really good. 25 a day is good, and it becomes less stressful. That scene we just had there was a shit show, but you know, we can address that and move on. Communications was all over the place from that, but there was a lot of things happening. Personally, I take some of the flack for that, in the fact that obviously I hesitated quite a lot. We should have maybe just gone through with it, but I was trying to preserve life as best as I can. We've got an officer in the cells that was taken hostage. It was one of them things that I didn't want to rush, but you know, unfortunately they don't give us the ability to storm buildings or storm gates, or we should be able to break in and you know, do what we need to have to fly around an impasse and work out different things. It's one of them.
I thought that's what the big red key was for, or the big black key.
The storm arm just doesn't work. It, for some reason, it won't unlock it, and that's what it's meant for.
That's literally pointless to say.
It is, yeah, it's pointless. Our job at the moment, when raiding somewhere or doing anything, is pointless because we can't do it. But we've got to move on from it and just deal with what we can. So, obviously, we were there an hour longer than we should have been, but you know, we learn and move on for next time. But yeah, ultimately, it's just about getting the officers on duty, and then once they're on, getting that training in or getting certain activities going and operations so they keep busy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minimal. I think the heads here will agree with me. It's been 2 weeks of very minimal complaints as well, unless I've missed them. I do believe that PD is all gelling as it should be.
Good.
Everyone seems to be getting on. Like, I mean, I've got no complaints really. It's all good. These heads are amazing. It was a shame to obviously lose.
How are we doing, Miller?
lose
Good to see
Newt
you.
and-
Welcome in.
and Greg would say the same, but
Yeah, 100%.
the heads are amazing, mate. Honestly, I mean, all 4 of them are all doing a fantastic job. So, what more could you say? What more could you ask for, really? So,
Perfect. Good stuff. No worries. Well, has anyone else got anything they want to bring to me before I obviously we head back out there?
No, just we've got our eyes on potential candidates for our people, but obviously stuck as a police.
Northeast, 3 months. Let's go. Thank you.
Now, I'll chirp on that.
Hope you're
Been
well.
here 2 days. I'm not promoting somebody from PCSO after 2 days.
No.
It's just
No, but
not
he's,
happening.
once he gets up to sergeant, obviously, can we skip the 2 weeks of waiting for him, or
who's
If
that,
he-
mate?
Savas?
So
To be honest,
he asked after 12 hours. So
His
Yeah,
communications
I can't-
today was very good when I come on.
he's very good.
I have no issue with like this. I'll wait on the line, right? I have no issue on his PC going to RPU if that's what he wants to do. But what I'm not willing to do is just to push somebody up first to cause an upset between the other PCSOs. Always getting special treatment. It's not happening. I'm not having that.
You don't
so.
want the backlash, is what I'm concerned
No.
about.
Well, what I've always said to you guys, if we've got people that we're needing over to certain units, or we feel they are good enough, then headhunting is always available. CID do it. If RPU or ARU go, right, this guy, we need him over here, blah, 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 it's going to benefit us, then we do that. If you guys are running trials and lots of people are not wanting to go and do these trials because they're happy to stay in response, then that's on them. We pick the people that do.
I've not, like I say, I've not qualms with them going from SP, because to be fair, it's easier for me if they go for PC, because then I can build up the people that want to stay, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'd rather they go at that. That's not an issue. It's just obviously I can't show preferential treatment to one person, and then I'm going to get 3 other people coming in saying, oh yeah, but you only did it for 3 days. Or, you know what I mean?
Well, I always normally say is give them a week in. Once they settle in for a week, then that back end towards the 2 weeks is when you sort of get away with it, because people forget how long you've been in and stuff like that. Yorkshire, you alright, mate? Is it the old arthritis or whatever? Old age arthritis. That's it, mate. Yeah. Alright.
Just check your messages, Tom.
Alright, hold on.
After this little meeting you've got, can you still stay behind? I just need a quick word.
Do you want me to read this out or not?
You can do, yeah?
Oh, here we go.
All thanks to me, Robbie did nothing. I did everything. Robbie was haywall.
Mate,
or
you are
hey
gonna get
wall.
absolutely fucking floored again, you absolute thing.
Actually, to be fair, I didn't actually recognise these two. I hadn't seen them for 2 weeks.
Oh, right, okay, we've got a common target now. Yorkshire, come on.
Right, okay, sounds good. Well, if we've got anything else you want to bring up, then you can feel free to stay behind. If not, I will speak to you in the force.
See you in a bit.
I'll do GG.
Appreciate it.
No. Tom,
Yeah.
I need a word.
Yeah, that's fine.
With
As I
this
said.
one,
With me?
I won't allow take 2 seconds.
Yes, lady, mate. No worries. I'm
talk
just
to me
gonna
later,
stand
Mr.
where you normally stand on the table.
I need to deal with you.
Go on, mate.
You're gonna get a good beating.
Alright, well, I'll let you do it tomorrow.
The what? Sorry.
The Porsche because it's not suitable to go off road, and I believe the X5 ARU also,
And the range.
and the Jaguar Inspector and the range.
Mm-hmm.
At the minute, that's caused us even tonight quite a few issues because obviously by the time we go back and get a Defender out or a 6x6,
Yeah.
which let's be honest is absolutely useless off road.
Well,
we're losing a lot of suspects because of it at the minute.
I've been on most of the day causing a bit of havoc, trying to get things sorted, because obviously we're quite limited. We're being told to do our job, but not being given resources to do it. The Range Rover is clearly an off-roading vehicle, just the wrong tires. It's all about the tires situation. We've got cars that are £200,000 with off-roading tires being allowed to go off-road. It is, but we're not allowed to go off-road in our off-roading cars that have got.
Right, Tom.
Yeah, go on.
Tom, I know it's a bit bullshit, but can we not just speak to mechanic and just put off-road tires on?
That's what I was just about to say. I'm putting off-roading tires on the Range Rover. I need to sort a RPU Vic up for you. So if it has to be the Porsche, if that's an off-roading vehicle according to the specs of the car, then obviously I can do that. And then obviously you've got a car, ARU have got a car, and then obviously the X5 if needs be, then that can be
Range
for.
is the same for CID, so you can stick them on.
Yeah,
there as well.
exactly. They used to have them on there, but I took them off because for realistically, they're driving around the city. We
Hello,
don't
mate.
want off-road tires on, but if it has to be that, then it has to be that. So, if you give me an ETA of a couple of days,
we'll try and sort some out, actually, because you're right. It's just gonna look stupid. So
yeah.
It just needs common sense on
the
this one.
the problem is you're going to have to drive around in it all the time because people are going to be driving around in it all day, and if you're driving around the city all day in a vehicle that's ready to go off road, it doesn't sit well with me. But if it has to be, it has to be. That's why I brought the 6x6 in, because I was just fed up of people moaning, so that's why I did it, and it just looks horrendous. But it is what it is.
We can also lose the Volvo RPU out of the garage.
The V60.
Yeah, the V60. Nobody uses it. It just takes up space. And the non-estate BMW, I think it's the 530 diesel.
Okay.
The only one who currently drives that is Badandi.
That's the Sergeant one, isn't it? The 5. Oh no, it's been moved down. Yeah, that was a Matrix one board, wasn't it?
So
I used to love that car.
diesel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's because the back end slips out. No one wants to really drive it, and it just in the garage. It can be took out.
That's fine. No worries. That's the other.
Yeah, the 330 estate's still good, so that can stay in there.
That's fine. That's the only other thing we have to deal with is obviously the cars don't do what they want to do, but that's a different argument. So cool. Like I say, give me a couple of days. I'll try and get some vehicles sorted, and we'll go from there.
All right, lovely. Thank you, gents. Much
Top man.
appreciated. Cheers. Take care.
Cheers, mate.
Yes, Mr. Yorkshire. How are we?
Give me one second.
No worries, mate.
Just not remember what we wanted to say.
Just got to get his old diary out.
What's your view on Mr. Delboy?
Other than trying to sell me gold chains out of the back of his car, I'm not really sure I've met him too often, if I'm honest.
He wants to have a chat about coming over to us.
All right. Okay.
He has a lot of information.
Right. Okay.
So maybe me and you. He's just rang me, so maybe me and you could have a word with him later on in his show.
Yeah, sounds good.
Where he'd be best suited, because obviously he's quite well ranked in the city, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
I'll just see what
Grandad wants.
Yeah. You still awake, mate?
Trying to deal with that issue, wasn't it?
Right.
Hello.
Take your time.
Do you want to have a
Tired.
sit down and a cup of tea?
I bet he loves rich tea.
Yeah, and I bet he's one of them. Oh, no, I'm not going to say it.
Where we are?
Oh dear. He's quite a trendy granddad, isn't he?
Hmm.
Look at those shoes.
Some would say crisis.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, love me. I'm wearing 110s. Love me. Also been speaking to a person called I think his name's Jack Kidder.
Okay.
Jack or John, I can't remember his name. Mr. Kidder. He is part of the Biker Boys. He wants to set up a contract with us for our off-roading vehicles and our bikes to do repairs.
Okay.
He also has a gym, an octagon, a bar, social club.
Nice.
And says we'll be more than free to use it if we want to do some training for their officers and stuff like that. Maybe combat training. They also have trainers down there and stuff like that.
Wicked. Do we have a? Does he have a brother?
I don't know.
Gosh, didn't you used to? Do we not have a kidder in PD as well?
Possibly, I don't know. Whether, yeah, we do have a kidder in PD, but I don't know whether they're related or not.
Oh, okay, fair enough. AJ Mellon, welcome in. How are we? Thank you very much for following.
That could be a good opportunity. They're obviously looking at getting good.
No, Double won't skip PD, PCSO. It's just if he wants to come in to PD, that's all. He needs to obviously go through the process.
No, but it's a very nice place, so.
So, basically, what's the ruling on like internal relationships?
I'm out of here.
If you say, I will fold
I'm not
you,
interested.
Mate, if you carry that rumour on.
I like you as a friend, but
I know what he's going to say, and he's been an absolute knobhead. We've got the same hair. The same hair does not mean we're dating.
Oh, is it them two? Is it? I thought of this earlier. They got the same shirt as well.
No, not Denzel.
Oh, go on.
Who else has JP?
Denzel?
Well, he has purple hair. He had the same shirt.
First of all, if I was gay, which I'm not, I could do better than fucking Denzel. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I just said okay. I'm just not agreeing with you, but
no, I could do better than Denzel.
Who are we talking about then? Oh, right. Okay, so the long-haired purple. Yeah. Okay.
No.
What's going? I'm saying this actually. We had a little.
Since you've been gone,
she's a sergeant now, isn't she? Yeah. Because before I left, there was a little bit trouble. I heard that he wanted me to deal with her and sort of last warning type situation. I leave and she's sergeant. What's that all about?
Yeah, and do you know what else?
Go on.
Tim told me that he can read a good bedtime story.
I bet he can.
I read Tim. I didn't read her a bedtime story.
So I was just wondering, why were he there at night reading Tim?
No, I was reading Tim and Ted a bedtime story. Thank you very much.
What did you do after? Go out for a nice meal?
No, I did not go out for a nice meal. I went
babysitting.
I wasn't babysitting. I was reading a bedtime story.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, he's a bit snappy, isn't he?
I am fucking snappy, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, I've gone away literally for like 11 days and come back. No wonder you were turning around saying he's gone haywire. Is that because he couldn't get himself out of the sheets?
Yep.
Right. Look.
And
I'm not mad with you. I'm just disappointed.
What for? I haven't fucking done anything. I'm a single man.
All right, stand away because your breath at the first. I think.
Right, you need to fucking calm yourself down immediately.
So what do you think? Do you think my hunch is right?
No, I don't think. Shut up.
Hold on a minute here. Let me just ring someone.
Yeah,
Oh,
go on.
fucking hell, here we go.
It's rather snappy.
Yes, I'm rather snappy. 'Cause I'm
I
single.
didn't get it first time. I was gonna apply while I was away because I'm still above the 75 average viewers. But I'm gonna give it a week of hard, solid. So I'll try and keep the viewership up this week if I can.
Where are you?
And if I can,
Here we go, Mr.
obviously
fucking
keep it
reliable
above
source
the
coming.
75
You're PD.
this week, then I will apply
No,
again,
you've
and
not done- no,
hopefully.
I'm just explaining.
I can't
I'm
really
just
apply
explaining
after
to,
2 weeks off.
GC1 about an internal relationship going on.
There's no internal relationship, you old dick.
I mean, there's no
All right,
reason.
mate.
There's
I'll see
nothing
you.
stopping you.
I know there's nothing stopping me, but it's not happening.
Tim's on his way down, I'll tell you.
You two are the shittest
I'm not
wingmen
having
I've
it.
ever met.
You know, I think there's got to be something going on.
Why?
Well, from what Yorkshire's telling me,
Eat half the time to know what fucking day of the week is.
Yeah,
right, none of that. Listen, he's just trying to look out for you, okay?
Is he? How? There you go. That's kicked in. I can't remember what we're doing now.
Why is it
No,
doing?
sorry, I'm just thinking.
There we go.
Sorry, if I have to put my hand on my mouth to think, then just to let you know. I mean, she's a lovely lady. Straight to sergeant as well. No
She
time in
is
thinking.
a lovely lady, but I am not having anything like that going on.
Let's go meet Tim.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
let's. This will be fun as well, won't it?
No, keep him wide up.
Which way's out?
This way.
Brilliant. Brilliant. There we go.
Yeah, CID don't have guns. The only time they have guns is on undercover operation, just for their protection. If they have to get in with things, then they protect themselves that way. They don't carry them all the time, and if they're caught with them, then obviously they get a slap on the wrist to begin with, and then obviously go from there. But they know that they shouldn't. Where is he?
Open the door.
Oh, yeah, he's Grandad.
Yeah, come in, you two.
Hello.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something at the meeting.
Locked
So well, it's not important, but it is important.
Just give us
I was signed-
5 minutes, and
Yeah, no worries. I'll tell you tomorrow. It's not that bad. I'll see you tomorrow.
no worries, mate. Hello,
What's
Tim.
going here?
How are we
Ted.
doing?
Hello, Tim.
Hey,
Hello, Ted.
Brandy. How's the
going on, brethren?
how's it coming?
Slowly, but Andy out.
Oh, we're gonna try and hate this show.
Tim,
Aren't you two?
Yeah.
I'll let your granddad explain.
Oh,
Hey,
so...
before we talk about this, did you enjoy your Tory holiday?
Yeah, it was very good, thank you. Very good.
Oh, you sound even more posh. All right, what's up, Granddad?
Right. What do you two reckon to this guy and your mum?
Oh, for fuck's sorry, Tim.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, he has got paper there.
So,
Why is Have a peek. Yes.
or
Right.
you
How
didn't
long
even,
has
you
this been
know,
going on for?
Hasn't
day
been
one
going
of
on at all,
Daddy,
Ted.
you didn't even
What are you
leave a
lying
bit for
for?
Tim.
I'm not lying, Ted.
I know. God
Wow.
bless
You're
you,
doing the
always
thing
the
that you
best.
do with your eyes.
Wow.
You're lying.
What,
Come around,
looking?
wine and dine his mum, and you didn't even leave
Look at
Hey,
my eyes,
Granddad,
him a
could,
piece.
could I take this purple-headed fruitcake to an interrogation room?
You can take him where you like. He'll be your stepdad soon.
No,
What?
what?
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa. Yeah, exactly, Ted. Thank you.
Listen here, Boris Johnson.
Yeah, Boris Johnson.
To be fair, you did sound like him there.
Oh, right, okay.
So you're gonna make like purple jelly babies or something?
Absolutely fucking
Language.
sorry.
Ben, I'm Robbie. Just tell us the truth. Have you got a thing for Bo? I know you're both dating.
I am not dating Bo.
So why did she cut her hair and make it all like neat?
Yeah.
She used roll-on deodorant as well. She never uses that.
Yeah, she does smell a bit different, you know, when it comes to PD now.
She's got a bit of a bounce in her system now, hasn't she? She's even been promoted.
Maybe she's enjoying her time at work.
Is that it though?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So why you sat down then?
Oh,
like you're gonna tell us some important news.
There's
She's not having another Tim.
There's two at the moment. There's Ted
Don't
and there's
tell me
Tim.
Tim won't wear. Oh god. Oh.
Christ.
Nothing to do. What? Hang on. No. Whoa. No.
Is that?
No.
Tim is
Because
played by
she obviously
Joker,
is going
who's
through.
really good up here, and Ted as well, who does many
When I'm
character
about to back
names.
someone, when you
Dunny,
back someone,
it's
you put
Dunny. His
cling
name
film
is.
around and wrap it so it doesn't show DNA.
We need to stop this conversation immediately.
What do you mean? Don't play around. What are you on about? What have you been doing, Big Mom?
Nothing. No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think you're ready for.
Right, take me to the interrogation room then. Come
All
on.
right, come on.
Come on then.
Come on.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna. Can I use my techniques?
What's
I need to know which one. I need to know where it is.
Down here.
I'm gonna use my techniques.
What was
He's on
that?
PC. I think he's on your computer, GC1.
This sounds like
on your weird websites.
Right.
Right. Tell him
Good
to sit
one.
down. I'll be in a sec. Don't put the recorder on.
No, I won't put it
I'll
on
be
yet.
in a sec.
Right. In the room.
Hold on.
I'm in the room.
Went in the corner. Sorry.
Okay, GC1, whenever you're ready, just you go into the other room, please.
Yep. No worries. I'll start the tape.
Nah, leave the tape
What do you
off.
reckon, Tim?
Tape off. Okay.
You don't need the tape on.
Have you seen his hair?
I mean, they all look like a pair of
I can
grapes.
hear you, and I work here, so I know you're there.
Okay. There we go. All yours.
Yep, thank you. Just getting my material out.
Here we go.
No. No, Avengers do not assemble. Ted. They do not assemble.
By the power invested in Thor, you're going
No.
to tell me all the right answers to the questions that I ask. Is that right?
Yes.
That is right. And if not, I will bring the thunder down on this shit real hard. Right, if you'd just like to take a seat, please.
No, they don't work very well. So just stand.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a you problem. Take a seat, please, Mr. Robbie.
Yes.
Love Spur.
Right, so, Mr. Robbie, where were you yesterday at 2200 hours?
At work.
Where did you go after work?
Home.
Where's home?
Can I look at the GPS?
Nope. You should know where your home is.
It's the big place with the pool and the tennis court up in the middle of the sea.
So you do earn money. That's a good answer that I got.
I offered you a key.
Yeah. And why would you offer a key to
You were
me
having
and Tim?
troubles. You were having trouble.
I'm asking the questions here, pal. Why would you give me and Tim keys to your house?
Because you were having troubles.
Troubles with what?
With family. I was being kind.
And who works in the PD?
Lots of people.
I mean, Tim.
Family.
Yeah.
I'm not being
Yeah,
funny,
your
but it's a-
family, yeah.
it's a big downgrade on your mum's point of view, isn't it? Going from your dad to fucking purple head.
Fuck you. First of all, fuck you, Yorkshire. Second of all, carry on, Ted.
I don't know how you can hear them. I don't know.
Because he's very loud and old.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, as I was saying, I'm proceeding to go through my files here. Where were you 3 days ago at 1700.2 hours?
At home.
Don't fucking lie to me, because I got a screenshot on my phone of you in Poland with Mom.
What?
That's right. The scores on the doors is you had 73 because you're not that good, and Mom had 94, which means she won. Then you went over to get a burger from McDonald's, which I proceed to get a photo from.
Let's see the
photo. It's all on Raven
No,
now.
you can't. So you know when Tim goes to sleep and I'm somehow not there and I'm doing my shit?
Right.
I've been following you. Can I ask you a question, Robbie?
Yes, that's what you're here for.
Have you ever tasted the rainbow?
What? It's Skittles.
Yeah. Have you ever tasted the rainbow?
Yes, I've had a Skittle.
So why the fuck's your hair purple?
What's that got to do with
It's a big coincidence that your hair's purple and Mom's hair's purple.
My hair's always been purple.
Why? And you hired her because she had a purple hair?
No, I didn't hire her.
Because you wanted her as a booty call.
No.
I need to stop going away so much.
Right. I have always had, in fact, I had pink hair before. And then it went to purple.
So you copied her?
Wow. Ooh.
No, I had it first, I believe. I don't know.
Right, Robbie.
Yes.
Are you going to answer the next question truthfully?
Yes.
I didn't hear you there.
Yes, Ted.
Quite snappy.
I know, I can't. Robbie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
What? No, I can now. Right, so are you going to answer all my questions correctly?
Yes.
All right. Do you have a thing for my mom?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
No, it's a tape thing. He's got the tape thing.
Wow. Well,
No,
I
that
rest
was
my
good.
case.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
he's got the-
You
he's
just
got
said yes.
No, he's got the. I can't get out of this fucking chair. Ted.
I'm a professional. Should have hired me.
Ted.
Yeah?
I didn't say that. You just did the thing.
I don't believe him. I can't believe he
Wow.
said
Can't
that.
believe you just
No,
said
I
yes.
did-
He has.
No.
I rest my case.
He did.
No, I didn't. He's
No
got
objections.
He's got. Check his tape. Check his.
What
check
tape?
Well,
He's
I
got
don't
He's
know
a
what
teddy
he's
bear.
He's acting crazy
No,
already.
he's got.
Robbie,
Yes.
you promised me that you never dated me mum.
I have never dated your mum.
Promise.
Promise. Pinky promise. Somehow. Hang on. Pinky promise.
So you wasn't on bowling with me the other night?
I haven't been bowling.
You sure?
Yes. I came to bowling when I got a weird phone call the other day, but that was from a. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Peggy.
What, so you date Peggy?
No, I don't even know
Wow,
who
you
Peggy is.
Peggy. Oh.
So why did you
No,
say Peggy?
It's getting
don't you
worse
dare say
now.
that.
You date Peggy? Did you just say?
No,
You
I
did-
don't even know who Peggy is.
So what? You're dating two women at the same time?
I'm not dating any women.
Wow. Yes, you hear that? He said
No.
yes.
What? Yes. What? He's got the tape recorder.
Don't know what you're talking about. I have one more question for you, Robbie.
Yes.
And you just need to nod your head or shake your head.
Okay.
Are you in a deep relationship with my mom?
Yes.
Well, I told you to nod your head. Wow. I rest my case there, officer.
Right. Okay. We've seen what we need to see then.
So, Tim, is your new stepdad?
Don't you dare call me Dad.
Stepdaddy?
No.
Daddy?
Thank you for your services.
No problem. Oh, what the hell? What's going on here?
Yo, free show. Yo, Ted.
It's good. What's it? This guy's doing booty calls.
Ted.
It's good.
Ted, I found your little brother.
No, it's not my brother.
Is he not?
No.
He told me he was related to you. Yo,
You can keep him.
can't get out. We can't get out.
Yeah.
Isn't slavery out though?
Hey, GC2, is this guy not allowed out?
No.
We've somehow
thank
got
you.
locked in. I'm not sure how. It was unlocked when we came in.
There you go, lads.
We was looking for our mate actually.
Hi Ted. I don't know if you've been nicked or not. Can you tell us if he has?
Who is he?
He's texting.
Callum Rooney.
Callum Rooney. I'll find out, lads.
I heard that. I heard it loud and clear. Loud and clear.
I'm not.
Okay.
All right. Good.
He's gone from the criminal life to the purple-headed life.
Yeah. And you. So, have you tasted the rainbow?
I've had a Skittle.
Wow.
So you tell me you've had a taster?
Promise. Of what? What? No.
He's not in here, lads.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Not yet. Have you
Cheers.
got,
You dating
have you
mom?
got out on your MDT?
Yeah, he's not there.
Promise.
He's not there.
No, no.
Wow.
Just GC1. I think we'll have to get them both in because we'll have to make sure that naught goes on. With...
Yeah, we don't want the obviously relationship to affect their work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you want to take GC1's job?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
No, whoa, 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 whoa. No.
Wow.
Do not want to take.
Are we still friends, Robbie? Now that I've caught you out.
No.
Yeah, do you know what? This is going a whole load of fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cool, Granddad.
What?
Wow. So what's your goal? Is your goal just to be the top G and PD, and then you take a mom?
Yes.
Oh, all right. What? So no one,
How you doing, Ken? Good to
you
see
don't
ya.
answer to no one anymore?
Yes.
All right. Fuck.
Well, looks like I'm out of here then.
Well, it looks like
no.
it looks like it's GC2 and BC2. Wow.
No. No. Not after
You've
your
got a lot
job.
of answering to do then. haven't
Not
you?
after your job.
See? A week away and this is what the mice will play?
Wow. Lots of
So
cobwebs
wait, hold
that
on.
seem
Last
to be
question.
then.
So this whole time while he was on his Tory holiday, you wanted to stab him in the back?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That is 74 levels of...
I don't know what's
Here you go, one coming with 100 bits. Let's go. Thank you.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Bloody tape recorder.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what?
All I do is just try my hardest.
Oh,
I know.
behave yourself.
They're there, pal. It's all right. I'm here for you.
If he wants to be Ted's dad, since he's got to go through his mum. If you want
He's not
my
gonna be
job,
my dad.
then
I'm not gonna lie, I think he's already gone through her.
Wow. Is that right?
Timothy.
Wow.
Timothy.
What? What are you on about? I'm not. Wow, you just got dirty mind. I was on about something else.
Wasn't you, little she been
I
on
was
that
when he
computer?
ran her over the other day in the car park.
Have you been on that computer? Wow.
That's what was in there.
It's GC1's computer.
Wow.
wow. Well, the last 2 weeks, to find out what the history is on the computer while I've been away.
If you take Tim in, I'll
Yeah.
show you.
Come on, then.
I ain't blamed
Find
it
out
on
what you've been up
your
to.
computer. So, he said the right one was his and the left one was yours.
Well, it's the same PC. He's just got 2 monitors. But if he wants to be the one like that, let's find out what's happening then. What's he been on?
So if I press this button here, on this one, it does this.
Wow.
Oh, fuck me, daddy. And then Ted pressed the other one and it had Transformers on.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
Robbie, you naughty?
No, I'm not naughty.
Hey, Robbie,
What?
is this all of your internet history on here?
No.
No, so there's more.
There's look.
Is there more on another PC?
What?
Yes.
You're
No.
a filthy animal.
I haven't
you know
looked at
what?
anything. I don't
You know
even
what?
know
You
where
got
that.
issues. You
Right.
got issues.
Right. I have now.
Yeah, you got a lot of questions to answer, pal. You know what I'm
Right. do you
saying?
wanna get- Yeah.
So if
Why
I'd have
don't
been
you
away
step
from,
Daddy a ring tonight and let him read
it's
you a
all coming
story?
around. If I'd have been away,
No.
if I'd have been away for another like 3 or 4 days, she might have been inspector or even like GC3. But like, is that the way
Wait,
it's going?
Does that make me and Tim honorary GCs?
What? How?
Well,
Is that-
if you
so
come
can
in
me and
the
Tim
if
be
you come in the
GC3 and 4?
stepsons, you never know. You know the way he's going.
Oh, did you?
It's not.
Wait. So are me and Tim honorary police officers?
Yes. Hang on.
Oh wow. So do we get a car?
Yes.
Do we get a taser?
Yes.
Do we get loads of money every week?
Yes.
Wow. You hear that, Tim?
Yes.
Yes.
You are single-handedly the most.
Are you gonna give us
annoying bear.
£10,000 right now each?
No.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think this is your shit show to deal with.
No, come here, you little.
No.
Right. No, don't leave me alone with the bear of the Tim.
Oh, hold
It's
on,
your-
you call those down here?
Damn we stepkids.
No.
Yeah.
What? No.
I'm
No.
leaving. He's creepy.
Yeah, they're yours to deal with now.
Thank you. Leave.
You want me to leave so you can go call mom?
Are we still meant to leave, any?
No.
He's already took the big boss role, look at him.
What?
Wow.
No.
As an, haven't you got a bedtime story to read them, or?
No,
Stepdad?
I do not.
Hey, stepdaddy? What are you doing?
Right. Trying to do some work.
Are you good at digging?
No.
Because this is
Digging?
going to take a long time to get out of this, pal. You want me to buy you a shovel?
I love why I didn't
Can I
remember.
just have a minute alone with Tom? No.
What with me?
Yeah.
Christ! Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Not everything means that.
Are you going to try and take his job?
No.
Wow.
Has someone got a weapon just in case he tries to take me, or?
Yeah, I got my toys hammer.
Apparently, I've got the biggest weapon going. So.
Oh wow! I can't be hearing that. I can't be hearing that.
Come in here.
Yes.
You're not helping. All right. I don't know whether you've had a bit too much sun, or a bit.
Bit too much sun. I think I need some more sun. Jesus
Why?
Christ! What is going
Why?
on? I come
think it's
back.
going- Right. Right.
Hold on, hold on.
this-
Let me
no.
start. Let me start here because
Mm.
I was leaving, and you said you need to come into the city because Bo is doing everyone's head in. I need to get rid of her. Blah blah blah. You need to have a final chat with her, and then all of a sudden I leave after saying nothing. Come back, and she's sergeant, and apparently you're dating her. That's a change in that's a change in tone. What was it? Just a one night that turned into a every night? Pizza that good, was it?
No, it wasn't that good. You're talking so much absolute fucking. Oh God, I can batter you.
Or was it the perfume? Just
What
inviting.
perfume? Look, do I smell like somebody who's even vaguely attractive?
I mean, no, but your breath does. Jeez.
What? It smells vaguely attractive.
Smells something, but I'm not liking it. Ooh. Sorry, carry on.
Right. Why? What? You said my breath does smell attractive or doesn't? I was confused.
Right now, it's just hit me. Something's hit me, but it didn't
Fucking
taste.
something's gonna hit you in a minute, pal. Right.
Right. Go on.
There's nothing going on between me and Bo. We are friends, but apparently I now have a stepson and a step-bungle.
That seems like a you problem.
And that old thing that keeps wandering
what's a
around
bungle?
PD, I don't know what he is now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That might be your. Oh, actually, you have to ask him for. Hand to marriage, don't you? Is that
No, he's Geordie's dad.
Geordie's.
No,
Oh, okay.
Geordie's
right.
dad.
Right, I was gonna say, Jesus.
Oh, I'm not marrying anybody anyway.
Daddy, chill.
No.
Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna get in the way of a love story, because here we open to anyone doing anything, but just think about your job.
We're 100% not open to anybody doing anything. We're the police. We're actually the opposite.
I'm talking relationships here.
Yes, I'm not in a fucking relationship.
He's just trying to cover his tracks. He's definitely being
Yeah.
me or mum to him. 100%. It all makes sense.
Yorkshire? I've had a skittle. I'm not.
It's granddad to you.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes. I've had a skittle. At no point am I calling
Have you
him
been
granddad.
dating Bo?
Yes.
It's
Thank you.
all I say is I wish you the very best.
Do
So
that's
you?
gonna hit you in a minute, pal.
I'll always be here if you need me. In a colleague way. Nothing like.
Right,
what
I
you're gonna
don't
do.
understand why it would be anything other than a colleague way.
Well, I mean, you're going on another colleague, so what's to say you might not go on someone else?
I mean, look at you.
Mm.
I had a skittle.
Right now,
Okay,
you've got.
you're better than Denzel. All right, I'll give you that.
Okay, well, you know, best of luck.
Look at you. Something's gonna hit you in a minute, pal.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think we've got what we need to get from that.
Yeah, well, at least I'm a bit full responsible of this one in PD with his mum.
Yeah.
We've got another one now.
Look at you.
Here.
What about me?
Something's gonna hit you in a minute, pal.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No. No.
Wow, don't be like that.
No.
Wow.
No.
Knock out Granddad?
Yeah. No. I did yesterday anyway. So.
Wow.
Wow, violence and all.
You see this when you're not here? You see what the fuck goes on?
Right.
Tim. Give him a free shot with a unicorn.
What? What do you mean a free shot with a unicorn?
You just said you were going to hit him.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Hey, Ted. Hey, Tim.
Hey,
Oh,
Baldy.
Something's gonna hit you in a minute, pal.
Butch.
Watch out, Baldy. He's on one.
Watch
Are you
out.
gonna punch
Actually,
Bald Man?
actually, that's spot on.
Are you gonna hit the bald man?
Yes. Yeah.
Go on. You're allowed one swing. Come on.
Really?
Make it good.
Okay.
Make it good.
Oh! Wow, did you see that?
Wow,
For that, you got to look
This
at what I
can't-
just
this-
sent you.
this
Oh,
can't
what
be
is
happening.
that?
GC2, look at this.
What is that?
It's me.
You and out. Brilliant.
His head's gone. Is it purple?
Oh, what was that
Oh
noise?
wow, wow, what was
fell
that?
No, I fell
Is that
over.
the noise that you were doing with Mom?
No.
Wow.
No.
No wonder she
this
liked it.
area.
Yeah.
No.
Your dad
do, but-
stinks. Welcome in.
Yes,
How are
it
we doing?
was.
No.
Is that what you did?
What?
After the pizza.
No,
Wine.
there wasn't any
Yeah, that was
pizza.
definitely after the pizza, wasn't it, Robbie?
No. No. That would be a terrible plan anyway.
Yo, Ted.
What?
What's your favourite meal deal?
Oh, Butch, would you fuck
Favorite
off?
meal deal?
Yeah.
What's your favorite hairstyle?
Right, well.
Hmm.
Okay, well, now I'm.
What's your name, Butch?
Right, I've told you about this for flipping umbrella inside. You know it's bad luck. Look at you.
Got enough bad luck. You just give me
Something's gonna hit you in a minute, pal.
Wait, what's that?
Who asked
Something's
me if
gonna
I
hit
was
you in a minute,
Butch?
pal.
Wow.
Oi, it's already gone. I've got a
Hey,
backup
Butch?
though. Yeah, yeah.
Is it true that your name's Butch? Are you in PD?
Hmm.
He just carries a
Mhm.
fancy badge around
Yeah,
for fancy
I
dress.
just. Yeah.
Is it true that you're bald?
Right. Well, there's no need to take the mick out of people's haircuts. I'm bold by choice, guys. Come on. Well, can I at least press your button for that?
What?
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 Look at you.
People's haircut.
What?
I've done it before.
What? I've had a
Whoa.
skittle. No.
None of that.
Go on.
Leave the
Just
bear alone, you weirdo.
All right. All right. Press my stomach. Go on. I dare you
Okay,
to.
you ready?
Well, you didn't press it. You just pretended to press it. Press my fucking bear.
It'd be good if I could. One sec, I need to spell it.
Back in a sec, chat.
Oh,
Oh, he's
wow.
got someone on his phone. Wow. Hey, GC2, is that your favorite line?
Giggity,
No.
giggity.
You want the other side at door here, Ted, when after pizza?
Right. Well, I'm going. I'm going. See you in a bit.
See ya, Ted.
See you later, stepdaddy.
No. Look at you.
Yo, Tim.
Yes. I've had a
Yeah?
skittle.
What's your favourite meal deal?
No.
fucking hell.
Exactly what Robbie said.
Right, can you
That'd
let us
be
out
real
of this
Butch.
shit tip? Getting sick of this.
I want anyone to tell me I need suggestions for meal deals, guys. Come on.
Suggestions for
Just
a
say
new
you got a sec.
hairstyle.
Hmm?
You got a sec.
Yeah.
Sound.
Well, there's a second gone.
Shut up, Birch. Fucking do it.
No.
Lloydie came and spoke to me.
Look, you want to let us out of here? Or what?
I opened it.
Was in the car park and he came and spoke to me and
There you go.
we had a chat upstairs. I'll be straight with you and I'll be completely honest. Yeah, I like my position. I mean, I would like to stay where I am. Yeah, that's where I'm at. But it's obviously your goal. It's up to you what you want me to do. But yeah.
So, I believe Billingham was thinking of moving you anyway. I need to have a final chat with him and see what his decision is. Obviously,
Hey. Hey.
it wouldn't necessarily be a permanent move, but they do need the people, and unfortunately,
Hey.
you're a very good driver.
Attention all units. Officer needs immediate assistance.
Right, come on. We'll sit down and we'll have a chat together, mate. All right.
All right, boys.
Is it Legion, the panic?
What?
All right, boys.
Hello.
Amazon parcel.
Okay. Could you just leave it on the
Onto
desk?
that thingy, mate.
Yeah, we need.
What's going on?
State 0.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are we gonna get rid of that guy out of the station?
Yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we?
Put him in there.
You're a fucking liability. Get out of the way. Go on. Why is an Amazon van just driving in here now?
No idea how he got in.
Well, he's staying in now. The other guy can.
This is an RTC. Do you want to meet Dell? That seems to be under control.
Can do. What the fuck?
Where is he, Bolivar?
It's in behind, isn't it?
Is your name Dell?
Hello? Hello. Oh, we're next to you. Get in the car. Get in the car. We're next to you.
What are you fucking ringing me for?
I didn't realise you were right there.
Get in the
I
car.
need to turn my car off.
Yeah,
Get
no
in the
worries.
car. Ah, Dell.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
You have you met Tim and Ted's new stepdaddy?
Right, why don't you neck in immediately?
Hello.
Yes, hello. So what are you thinking, Dell? I haven't informed these guys much, but from what the gist I got of your phone call last night is you might be considering a switch.
I don't know. It depends. I'm looking to change career path. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So we've got to see what's on the table. Do you know what I mean?
Where's your brother?
He's moving house, so he'll be back soon.
Okay. Come to join your brother.
I was tempted. But to be honest, right, I'm very tempted. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I've got some things I don't know. The problem is I'm nothing like what you've ever had before. I won't take shit. I won't take none of this bullshit from the criminals. They'll either get it or they won't.
We got Yorkshire like that.
I mean, I've seen some shit in my time. Like, when you've tried arresting me, shall we say, I've seen it. It won't be handled anything like that at all. Like this taser bollocks, it'll be a case of getting that bat out and whacking them. Deal with it later.
Can partner with me then.
You know.
Yeah, you and Yorkshire can partner together because then we know that's you two.
the thing is,
You hit him with that and I'll shoot him and finish him off.
yeah. The thing is, I know, like you say, well, so good I've not been in trouble with you lot, so I can't be doing too bad in my time.
No. Well, obviously, if you were to consider it, obviously you'd go through the PCSO route, and then obviously work your way through there. You've obviously got quite a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. Don't take low shit, which is good. Got quite a few people coming through the ranks, which are sort of very similar now. Just spare me a second. Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya.
I think we need 10 grand each.
Del, we do have to follow a code. That's the thing.
Stop a second,
But
Yorkshire.
it doesn't mean you have to take shit.
We've just stopped the bank
You know
robbery
what I
at
mean?
Evangelical.
You've just what? Sorry.
Stop the jewelry robbery at Evangelical.
Oh right. What's going on there? What's?
Three guys wearing red coats with gloves with two guys hostage.
Right, and how have you stopped it, Tim?
No, look at you.
Just like that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I thought we was police officers too.
They thought you were police officers. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and get some officers down there and try and get what you need.
You had red North Face coat on with black gloves and big knives.
Are they still there now, Tim?
Oh, they're driving a black Mercedes too.
That Mercedes. Are they still there now?
No, they went down the stairs and looked like they were heading towards REC.
Okay, no worries. We'll get some. Were they inside at all or not?
They was literally outside with knives to the red. They must have been trying to get in.
All right, no worries. We'll come down and see if we got any DNA. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
What's the postal of that?
Yeah, we're Legion Square, mate. Heading up towards the nature.
Have we got any other additionals that could potentially go to Evangelico and just check out there? We've just had a report that someone was trying to rob it with 2 hostages, but they were ushered away.
Yeah, I'll state 5 there now, mate.
Thank you. Just search the area. There was 2 hostages on the floor with knives to them, and they were standing outside. It was a black Mercedes. There was red North Face jackets they were wearing.
No worries. I'll head there now and give you an update.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tango 10, State 5 to Evangelical +1.
Delta 7, have you started an MDT for this guy yet, for the one that attacked you?
Yeah, there should be one on there, mate. I just got to add the details to it. Give me 2 minutes, mate, and I will get that raised.
Thanks, mate.
Had a look on PCSO's had a look on the cameras. Evangelical, it's clear at the moment in time.
Get out, you know what I
We're
mean.
gonna be arriving state 6 now.
Del was Del.
Stolen.
Yeah, well, that is an option. That is something else I wanted to talk to him about.
Evangelico is
It's whether
all good.
he's
There's
well
been no
known
suspects, no
and whether that
vehicles
puts him
near
in
the building.
danger. But yes, obviously he does have that advantage. Obviously,
Sure,
we need to
I'll
sit
get 21
down
plus
quietly
one,
somewhere
maybe
and work out what information he has, knows, and stuff like that. Because, do you understand what we're saying there, Del?
I sort of get the gist of it, but not fully.
So, you'd still be Del.
Oh, yeah.
And
Do you want to still be Del, or would you want to be fresh?
No. If I'm doing it, I'm staying Del.
Right, okay.
But do you want to be undercover Del?
This is the thing. Now, this is the thing where this is where I need to like put the cards on the table and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
How beneficial can I be to you?
It depends what you know and what information you can get. So what we've come across so far, the problem we've had with our operatives, is people won't talk to them because they haven't got the street cred. So they're unknown basically. You know, they haven't got the way with all, and people are wary of them and stuff like that. So when they go to do certain activities with these, let's say, associates, the associates won't give them the time of day.
Right.
So if you have the wherewithal and the know-withal and the connections, it could be extremely beneficial.
Right.
Now, the difference with going that route is obviously you'd have to meet the head of CID.
Yeah.
You would be trained as a police officer, right?
Yeah.
You would be given an assignment, okay, each week, whether that be anything, wash money, find out what these certain people do, how they obtain it, how they do it, how they do this, how they do that. If you need certain equipment for that, that would be provided, right? But you would report back to PD and you wouldn't ever blow your cover, okay? The difference is when you come out of being undercover, because you'll have been undercover for a little while,
yeah,
you come in as a PC or whatever rank you are.
Okay.
If you go down the fully like uniformed bobby, you have to go through the PSSO route, whether that be it for 4 days, whether that be it a week, whether that be it 2 weeks, depending how you pick it up. Then you move into a TPC, PC sergeant, blah 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 blah. Now, obviously, your brother is an extremely good officer, and he's a fully uniformed hobby.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this looks like
Come
it's
away,
going to
come away,
happen.
come away.
Gonna need assistance at Vangelico. There's people entering the building, breaking down the door.
DSU unit heading back towards you.
Got this, Denzel.
We need to keep dead away.
Stolen DSU
Yeah, we do.
When we're here.
Yeah, can I get assistance? It's been confirmed on the cameras, but there
Got a
is
silencer
an
on me, pissed
incident
off
going
with
on
pop
at
tyres.
Vangelico and it's potentially being robbed.
It's up to you. I mean, that's your call.
Go 35 to
Can it one from here?
This is why I just.
I haven't seen anything. What's going on there?
I'm still in pursuit of the stolen DSU Volvo, just coming up Legion now, down towards PD.
He's done it as well, for fuck's sake.
I managed to get one at cars.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
So that's it. That's
Okay,
card to the
right,
table, Dale.
Yeah,
This is the thing, right? I go straight in as a PCSO. People know who I am. It's fucked. You fucked everything over. This is the problem that you're gonna have. You know, me as a person can walk down the street and people know who I am.
But I think the route that they're trying to tell you first is you'd be a police officer, but you wouldn't be known to anyone as a police officer. Only the people that are in the car now. So you'll basically just go about your normal day as you would. The only difference is that you are working for us.
Yeah,
so,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Obviously, we have many people that do it, and all that happens is they just report back to us once every couple of days or whatever.
Yeah,
what
but
they know.
The problem is I already know who one of your undercover PD is. I already know this because your officers fucking told me.
Oh.
Well, when I was arrested at a scene, because apparently he took someone's thing. He opened his mouth and walked straight past.
Yeah, it was Butch.
Do you know what I mean?
But who was he trying to? Who was he trying to? Who did he say or give up?
Cal.
Callum.
Uh-huh.
When was this?
Last week.
As in the Callum.
All I know is his name was Cal, and I was looking for him.
We got a cow? The only one I know is Callum as in... Lost me on that one.
There was someone either called Cal or Callie.
Yep, still lost me. I don't know. Yeah.
And two of them stood there when we was arrested. One was in a builder's suit, and the other one was in a lawyer's suit.
Right. Okay. I'd have to be updated on that. I've obviously been away for a while, but that's news to me. But yeah, obviously we've got many people that people don't know about.
Yeah,
Only that's in this car now, and it's just a case of they just find out work for us, and they don't even know that we're here. You know, it's just we're the only people that report to them. So they're only in this car here will know about it. So unless things happen that shouldn't happen.
And Delta One.
And Delta One, yeah. Other than that, no one else will ever know. So the work that you do is purely.
Hello.
Basically, what you do normally is just you just tell us what you do, almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We give him an assignment basically, and we go right, go and find out about this guy. We'd sometimes attend with you.
Yeah.
If we're meeting you, you'd obviously be in full undercover clothing. You'll be supplied a CID voice changer. You'd be supplied a set of undercover clothing.
Alright, I'm with.
We would obviously you wouldn't carry ID if you were to get arrested. You would firm it.
Yeah, take it off them.
And then you'd message probably Delta One.
Yet?
No, but if you were,
all right,
because the officers were rubbish.
Let me know if you get out of hand.
If you were, you'd firm it and you'd message one of us, and we'd sort it out.
Yeah. Right.
Obviously, you'd have to have a meeting with Delta One.
Yeah.
So he is head of CID. His name's Dave. Speak to him. He'll obviously say, "This is what we're going to do. This is this." And it's go from there. Or you go the uniformed route and can become a PCSO for whatever.
I'll speak to my brother because I want to see what he says about the uniform route. Because he's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He's been alongside me, and he's done that. So I want to find out what he thinks about it. Obviously, I wouldn't tell him about the other side because it'd ruin everything.
Yeah.
It'd be a thing. But all I'm going to say to you lot is I've walked past you many of times while you've been doing shit. You haven't even noticed I was there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've had you turn up to places where I shouldn't be and walk straight past me.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, I've been poking your stove, shall we say, for a little while.
Yeah.
So, speak to your brother, mate. He's been there, done it, got the t-shirt. He's a bloody good officer. So.
Thing is, I can blend in with the crowd.
Yeah.
And I mean a crowd.
Yeah.
You take me to a JD and I'll show you.
Go on then.
I'll give you a little hint of something that I can do.
Right, come on then.
I think it's there. Not sure where you going. Yorkshire, back off.
Yeah?
Back off. Go back to that JD. Sorry, he gets dementia sometimes, and it's
I don't. To be honest, I'd do the same.
Just gets in his own world. You do have to put your seatbelt on, though. He's quite erratic.
I need it.
Go on then. We won't get
Right.
out just for the purpose of.
No. You need to drive off, and I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Are you a knobhead?
Fucking.
Did you just
Pardon?
hit into my car on purpose?
Pardon?
I said, are you a knobhead? Did you just hit into my car?
Oh,
on
Yorkshire,
purpose?
man.
I'm not being funny, mate, but with that mask on, you're the one that looks like a knobhead.
Alright.
You're such a cunt, honestly.
I mean, you literally just backed into him.
Did I though?
You did, yeah. And you know it as well. Oh dear. Right, let's go and so he doesn't get to skip ranks. It's this is the first time that we actually have shown anything like this on the sea. There's lots of things that happen behind the scenes that people don't get to see because we don't want to show it in fear of something's happening, you know. And that's purely why
Hello.
We've got a lot of people that have come into PD from that route, and that's how we know many things.
Yeah.
Do you mind just stepping out for me a sec, mate?
Yeah.
But have you got your driving license on you?
Yeah. 1 second.
Right. While we're here, let's go and.
First name?
It's Caleb.
Caleb.
I'm gonna shoot off, guys. It's been a bit of a weird one tonight. But we've got through it. 3 hours. Thank you so much, guys, that are still here. I will be back live on Thursday.
So you don't get run over.
And we will see you on Thursday. Thank you ever so much, and have a wonderful evening.
Just running play on that.
Let's jump over to this. And let's go give Danny a follow. And a massive raid. Have a good one, and we will see you on Thursday. A bit more of an energetic. It started off a little bit. You know, rough with that scene, and it sort of put the mood into a bit of a swing. However, let's go give Ted a raid and throw some raid stuff, and we'll have just as good interactions tomorrow on Thursday, and let's pick up the pace again. Let's try and hit that partner, and let's see you next time. Take care, all. Let's jump in the raid. Cool. Take care, all. Good night.
This is the future.